Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm glad you're with us today. It's Friday. Oh, thank goodness, right? TGIF, and that is all about values. We've got fantastic finds, amazing values. How about a 3-hour extravaganza of all your favorites? Jewelry, you, me, we got a party. We got the weekend coming up. It is such a blast to be with you because we have got, I'll tell you, this is what I do for kicks. This is so exciting to see what we have here tonight. Wow, we got a lineup. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of pieces from last night because I think some of you might have missed last night. So I had such a killer lineup last night. We're going to bring back a few of those ideas for you. So if you missed out on anything, we got you covered because some of my prettiest pieces of the inventory, I got to hand select. Everything from last night came in really early. I got to tell you, I picked out some really fantastic bangles and, of course, the buys. I don't bring anything to you unless it's a great value. So we have a couple of bangles that we're going to see again today. We have those gorgeous yellow diamond drop earrings for you, as well as there's some new in the museum. We got a really special, I feel like the curator today. You can call me Curator Blair. We've got a very, very special Paraiba. We've got a Paraiba. We've got a purple Paraiba. We've got a kunzite. We've got a Tourmaline that looks like Paraiba, but it's not, but gives you that great value in a neon apple green. There is something for the gentleman. I know we have, gosh, let's face it, we have very few gents rings, and I hate to say it because probably in my 9.5 years nearly here, I probably had a total of maybe 50 gents rings. And when you consider I bring you a couple hundred pieces a night, that is not many. So I always like to alert you, but let's face it, it's a reality of the gold. If we do a heavy gents ring, there aren't going to be too many going forward. So I want to let you know right now, we have a gents ring with a 1-carat Alexandrite. I saw the 1-carat stone and I thought, oh, I started to get a little heart palpitations because I thought it was going to be like $300,000. The great news is it's not. So it kind of surprised me in a good way. And I got to tell you, if we're being honest, which I always am, I don't know any other way, I'm kind of surprised sometimes the other way with pricing right now, who isn't in jewelry. It's just a byproduct of gold prices being where they're at. So when I bring you a 1-carat Alexandrite in a big gents ring, and I'm surprised and shocked in a good way at how affordable it is, I think that is one that somebody's going to love. So we do have that on the way. Plus, I do have a couple designer pieces. I know the ring we had yesterday, I didn't have any Ferrari for you that was new, so I brought out some returning favorites. We've actually got one more that we were able to get in from last night's ring that was under $1,000. So if you missed out, I have one more. But also, look at this. We got another one. We've seen it before. It's sold. We have this gorgeous wide band. I mean, it's like a cigar band style. And it's all yellow diamonds and white diamonds together, and it's going to give you a tremendous, about 3.5 carat total weight. That's back, and it's at a better price. So I don't know how that works, but hey, I'll take it. And then we also have some hoops that we showed you last night. So that's what we have in Ferrari. Then we're going to bring you a big opal blowout. It's our biggest opals here in crystal opals. They're incredibly affordable. They're all going to be huge sizes. And then we've got some rubies as well. And a really neat emerald and a beautiful pair of hoops that gives you pink and white and yellow diamonds all together. And then there's one I'm really excited about. It's a fire opal. It's in a necklace. That's going to be coming up as well. And there are also, listen, I didn't leave the ladies out of the Alexandrite deal. We have an Alexandrite pair of earrings. So that's going to be here as well. Last night it was the ring, sold very quickly. We've got the earrings in the rounds today. So again, it's Friday. Let's party. The weekend is here. You've worked hard all week. Time to kick back and forget about work for a minute. Just forget about the stressors of life and kick back for the weekend. And hey, I'm sympathetic to those that have an unorthodox schedule. If you're going any of my weekend, I obviously identify with you. So we just party anyways, right? We party, whether it's your Friday or your Wednesday. So we love to party. So honestly, I love Fridays so much here that true story, when we get to Fridays, I feel like the week is over because we have such a blast on the weekends. I mean, it is so much fun. And we got that, kind of rapid fire at your show after show after show. So it's a blast. So I hope you can stay with us. Be dialing in too if you have a request. Something you'd like to see. We're already busy on the phone lines. That's a good sign. So I got something for you. It's an opal. It's going to be our first black opal of the evening tonight. And it's a beauty, isn't it? It's a great stone. It's item number 113086. So how about that one in a carat 32 of the Lightning Ridge Black Opal we love so much, and 21 points. And be interactive tonight. Let us know that you're here. Even if you don't plan on shopping, that's okay. I appreciate your company no matter what, right? The more the merrier, as they say. That's so true. It is so true, isn't it? So we're really proud to have you with us. And again, let us know if you have anything you're looking for. Maybe you want to check on availability from something over the week, or, whatever it is. If you just want, I don't know, if you just want to talk about the weekend plans and let me know what you're doing. And we got big games this weekend. I know we're all excited about that. So, yep, we are thrilled. All right. So here we are. Okay. So Kirsten, hi. Kirsten's with us. Kathy's here too. Is it cold there in Buffalo? Is it cold? Okay, I shouldn't say this, but it's 85 out here today. 85. That's a little. Ooh, I know you guys are getting really, really cold weather on the East Coast, but we got to find a happy medium, don't we? Is the medium like in the Midwest? Is there like nice kind of mid-range, nice weather out there? Because you'll have to let me know. I don't know. It's really hot out here for January, even for us, and it's really cold east. So, I don't know where to go to get that, happy weather, but it's really, again, we're just so glad to have you with us here. So yeah, rain and snow and blustery. Oh gosh. Oh, poor Kathy. She's like, it's a little bit everything out here, everything but sunny and warm. Well, we got the sunny and warm covered for you. So we'll try to bring a little bit of sunshine your way and a little bit of warmth. If shopping makes me actually really it makes me happy. And gotta be honest, I'm not all feeling 100%. So I'm just like, I love when we can shop, right? It's that great value on everything, so it makes shopping easy. We have 1130086 to start you off here. It's our carat 32 in the black opal, and it's an elongated stone too. So not only are you getting a great carat weight to start, but you're also getting that elongation. So it's already a stone that looks bigger than it weighs, but it's looking even bigger than it weighs because it's the elongated. All right, so we have that. And then you've got the diamonds clustered on the sides. You've got triple diamonds there stacked on either side, and we've got one and one only. And I like to bring you values, and it's tougher and tougher to do that, yet I still am. So what does that mean? It means the values are better today than they've ever been before, and it's true. So if you love shopping for great pieces for next to nothing, you're in the right place tonight, and you don't need to go anywhere for the next 3 hours because we got you covered on everything, at least in fine jewelry, right? I got everything in fine jewelry you could want. Let's blow it out. It's only, you know what, I'm not going to do $19.99. I like that price. I don't love the price, and I got to love it because if I don't love it, you're not going to love it. It's that simple. So here's what we're going to do to start off, and look at that. Blues and greens primarily. It is from Lightning Ridge, Australia. I'll blow it out. It's $9.99, first caller. And you can't do a 14 karat gold band. I thought that was platinum because platinum is really cheap compared to gold. Let's face it, it is. I mean, look at the ounce, per ounce prices on platinum versus gold. So I kind of expected, at $19.99 even, that this might be, in platinum. It is not. It's in the 14 karat gold. We can even change it if you'd rather. If you'd rather have the yellow gold or the rose gold, you can do that as well. But I like it just the way it is with those bigger diamonds. And again, 21 points, but only among 6 stones, so there aren't that many there. And that's nice because it means they're bigger stones. So that'll be $9.99. And then what about you? Jason, who checked in with you? Were they thinking about the opal, or are they just calling in to tell us how their Friday is off to hopefully a great start? I certainly hope we can make it even better. If you love jewelry, what's up there? And what's Susan up to? Oh, she was kind of thinking about the opal, but it's too rich for her blood. Does she know it's $9.99 instead of $19.99? Okay, good. All right. Well, hey, Susan, I don't know. What was she expecting, you think? I don't know. Again, I was kind of surprised at $9.99, but anyway, that's me. All right, so here we go. We've got a really, really cool band. The one I was wearing, you guys are asking about it already, so let me show you. Here's that wide band we have in yellow, mostly. Just a little bit of white diamond weight, mostly yellow on that one. That's pretty. So that's going to be here. And we have the coolest gold quartz today. I actually had this mounting in a purple Paraiba last night, and I have it with a gold quartz today. So look at the gold, lots of gold all the way through the stone there. And we are going to bring back our Sorari hoops from yesterday that were the inside out style. I have a really cool new sapphire. It's a purple sapphire, which is really rare. And look at this. It's like bridge meets highway meets multicolor gold. Look at that. That's a fun one. It just got my attention because when I see something new, I gravitate right towards it. I mean, let's face it, we see kind of the same 15 or 20 mountings a lot because they're very popular. And so we like to make what you like. Obviously, we manufacture everything, so outside of a couple designer pieces here and there, so we like to bring you what you like. And if you like certain mountings and they're classics and they're well known, we kind of stick with those. But it is always exciting as someone who loves new. I'm always, I don't know what it is about me. I don't know if someone, maybe a psychologist out there can explain it. Okay, that would be a tough task. Let's not ask any psychologist to start examining or analyzing moi, because that would be a really tall order. But I will say, I just love the thrill of new and something different and unusual and something that just gets a lot of attention. And that is a really pretty ring. And then look at this, highway design, yes, but also set up higher. The stone is set a little bit above all of the gold and the diamonds there. So you're getting this huge unheated sapphire. It is a purple sapphire. It's showing off its clarity by you're seeing the diamonds run underneath it. It's 1120061. My plan is to just have fun tonight. I'm not going to worry about what's going on. We're just going to make sure that we show you a lot of beautiful jewelry. I'll price it as best I can for you. And if you want it, take it. You're going to get a great value. So it's 61 is the number. It's going to be our carat 94 marquise. So I want to show you what's new and hot. And of course, the highway design, but also meets the bridge, but also the two-tone gold. It's all 14K. And then you've got that 194. And then it's 51 points in diamonds. And so you're getting this beautiful way the white gold is going to really wrap up and then just kind of fits right along the side and touches the end points of that marquise. And then you've got the diamonds in the yellow gold. They're going to run underneath that. They do that crisscross action. And it's just a really pretty, just delightful ring. And you can see it actually maintains. This is not the illusion of a highway. It's actually 3 different bands. So you have to look at this as, is it 3 different rings? Well, yes, but it's all put together as one. Now you remember, it's gold, so there's still really the worth of gold here of 3 different rings in one. It's not like you can create that look without actually incorporating that much more gold. So keep that in mind when you look at a design like this, but you see overall, even prettier on the hand when you see something actually behind it. So you get a little idea of that crisscross X design that's created in the yellow gold and then the white gold creating its own little, meat there with the center stone. Love that. So we're gonna blow it out. It's not $69.99. It's going to be a lot better price tag than that, and it does stay as is in the 2 tones of gold. So you do have something that I think is, well, certainly versatile. I love 2-tone because it's going to have, go with everything. I'm someone who does like to match day by day as far as like if I'm wearing white metals versus yellow metals, I like to match head to toe. And the only exception is my signet ring. And to be honest, when I'm wearing white gold like I am tonight, it's still something I have to get over a little bit is like, oh, do I put my signet ring on? But again, it's one of those things where that's always going to be part of the wardrobe. But if you do kind of, again, struggle with that idea of mixing and matching gold, well, or platinum or sterling, there's nothing wrong with that. If you've got platinum, if you got sterling, this is the way to put them all together. And obviously the ring is always going to work. So the ring gets worn more often. That's how I look at it, is that, you've got the ring that you can always put on no matter what the rest of the ensemble looks like. So we take a look at this one, get it out the door for better than $69, half of that. I really, really, really like $3,500, but we're going a little bit better than half. So your big value, it is now, and it's going to be only $2,999, and that'll be it. So that's a one-collar situation, of course, because marquise, and then that lovely elongation and the way that's set up over this highway design is going to be really intriguing and exciting and different. That's the other thing. It doesn't look like your run-of-the-mill. I've seen that before. Every store has that design kind of ring, and that's what we love. So again, fire opals, I got 1 new ring and 1 necklace that's going to be here as well. So we're looking forward to those. Excuse the throat clearing. The throat is not happy today, so bear with me on that. There will be some of that, and I apologize in advance. Okay, so we also have a gorgeous, look at this Imperial. That looks for the world like a true solid pink, doesn't it? But if you saw it next to a pink stone, you'd notice it's got a little secondary golden color. So we're really proud of that. That's going to be here as well. We got a big discount. And then for my multicolored sapphire lovers, have something special for you in the multicolored sapphire earrings. Plus, you're going to see Paraiba. Have we ever had a field day lately with our Paraibas? But we've got a new one. This is so wild here. It's a necklace with chain. And it is a Paraiba, so we know it's got copper content, and it's also 50 points in size. So let's take a look at this one and get a really special opportunity for our early birds out there tonight. Welcome in, and again, happy Friday, one and all, 1125182. And this is our half-carat blue-green Paraiba. It definitely has a slight bit more green, so if that's how it's appearing on your screen at home, that is exactly correct. I would say 60-40, green to blue. It's our 50-point stone, and then 28 points in diamonds around it. That includes the bail. Then we're throwing in, look at this Rollo-Link chain that actually is going to have a wonderful, it's got a little adjustability to it and a lobster claw. So I was just checking that out. You'll see it from a distance in just a moment. It's going to have 3 different adjustable lengths, 16, 17, 18, plus the lobster claw closure. And it's just simple and elegant. You know, that's a classic style. Putting a stone in a great halo design like this has, you can see how it's not oversized. That's not the intention here. It's not that big medallion statement piece, although Paraiba is a statement in and of itself, being one of the rarest stones in the world. And then you have this length of the pendant, which is going to be about 5/8 of an inch there, top to bottom, and white gold only. Now let me show you also, here's that chain I was telling you about. And why do I show you the back? Well, because it's got a lot of details that make it so versatile. You've got the lobster claw and then 16, 17, and 18-inch O-rings that make that very easy. Here's what it looks like on the neckline. So I'm just going to show you right about that 17-inch length there so you can see what that's all about and how that's going to look from a distance. But you see it's striking. It's got a nice size to it. You're wearing one of the rarest stones in the world and on the the planet, and of course, natural tourmaline we do love. And it's got the blue-green. I mean, it really does. When you see it in a little lower light, like where I'm standing right now, you actually do see it looks just like those blue-greens that had the 50-50 split that we love so much, that also get very pricey. I mean, lately, in the last couple of days with you, I've shown you a 50-pointer, I've shown you a 40-pointer, I've had a 60-pointer. In Paraiba, it's just like this. The 62-pointer last night, I remember, because it was only a few hours ago, it was $29.99. I know we had a 40-pointer in a necklace. It was $17.77. Here's your necklace, and it's a 50-pointer, and it's not $17.77, so I would say come on in. Because here's what I'm going to do. Instead of $1,500, $14.99, $13.99, I'm going to show you this Friday. We mean business. And the business of selling stuff too cheap. It's not a smart business, but again, I'm going under cost to make sure that pieces are affordable for you still. And so you're not paying 13 or 12. And remember, there's a 14 karat gold chain. That chain on its own should be $900. Sorry, but that's gold. That's gold for you. And this is that heavy duty Rolo you see there. It's not that little link we see that's normally, our standard chains have more of that diamond cutting. This is a Rolo. It's got a lot more substance to it, and that's solid. And you know what? Not even 13, 12, 11, 10. I want to see who's out there. Welcome to Friday. The weekend is here. Let's party. Oh, and it's a 3-day weekend. I forgot. That's why that traffic was so horrible today. Yeah, a little worse than normal because it's a 3-day weekend. That's right. Oh, my goodness. You guys, we're really celebrating here. I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's not even do $10.99. Let's, in honor of the 3-day weekend, blow it out, and then keep in mind you're going to get it right away, and we'll make that $999 only for a Paraiba in a 1/2 carat size. Wow. So there you go, guys. And with the chain that's worth that much, I would say that's the one you're running, like jump over the beds, get to the phone, and make sure you get on the lines very, very quickly. That's going to be gone in a hurry. Again, white gold, so nothing to change on it, which means it can go out right away to you. And that is one for the ages. A Paraiba. This is not the Congo. This is not the new find. This is not the untested, unknown material that just might look like Paraiba. It actually is Paraiba. And that is one of the most valuable stones in the world. And we know that there's going to be, I know one of the stones that's going to be in Tucson is the big, like, benchmark of the whole place. The cornerstone of the show is going to be a Paraiba. It's a 1 carat size, so just about, you know, a 1/2 carat larger than this. And oh my, what you're going to see on that price tag is going to be wild, and we'll let you know. I'm going to let you know what happens with that because they're planning on auctioning it at the show. So that's going to be kind of fun. I think they might have stolen that idea from me. I mean, it is the family I know so well, so they watch the show. So again, if they're watching from, well, they're here now. So they're usually in Minas Gerais, Brazil. They've made their way to the States here. They're getting ready because it's only a couple weeks away until that Tucson show. And so they're here and they're ready. And you know what? Paraiba should be $100,000 at least, not $999 when they're set in fabulous jewelry like this one is. So we'll wait until it's gone because I don't know if I've got a better value than that. It's tough to make jewelry $999. Always has been. I mean, I've been here 9 years. I can speak to that. Even in 2016, it was really tough to make a piece of fine jewelry under $1,000. We can't get immune or can't get like desensitized to that. We really have to remember, and now obviously with gold being where it's at, oh my goodness. So take advantage of that if you'd like it. Beautiful necklace, $9.99, great gifting idea too, because my gosh, to give Paraiba, you know, the gifts we give are such a reflection on us. And so I know we want to give important and special gifts on that one. All right, so we're verifying on the Paraiba. So that sounds like a plan. Then don't forget, also we had that purple sapphire. Hi, Michael. Thank you so much, Michael. You're so sweet. You're so kind. Thank you. What we're going to do is also flash that opal that's here from earlier. We started the show with a $9.99 opal, also in gold. Now, my favorite piece, I know, I'm not supposed to play favorites, but this ring is something special. And we did have one, and I got one back. So many of you asked for it. Look at this ring, and it makes such a beautiful ring on the index finger like that. I mean, I think that, I always feel like that's maybe why they sized it for my index finger here, just because it looks so perfect that way. And it's like this fold-over style that feels very much like, think really hefty, wider ribbons. It's like a cigar band style to it as far as the size, but all done in these yellow diamonds, except for where you've got that one little crossover point, that's going to be your white diamonds here. I got to show it to you up close. And again, think about it. But I remember when we had this initially, and again, we work with this designer. They made another one for us because there were so many of you at home that missed out because, again, one only is 112-9863. You might remember. Now, here's the best part of all. I can't control what's happening with the big designer because they can't control pricing any more than really anybody can right now because of gold. But imagine my surprise when I remember this ring from just a few short weeks ago, and it was gone so quickly, and there were so many of you that just missed out on it by a matter of seconds. So we did our due diligence. We got right to work, talked to the designer. We were able to get just the one more, and you're seeing that now. But imagine my surprise to see it at so much less money today, and that really is exciting. So you've got the 294 in the yellows, and then your 22 points in the white diamonds where it folds over. It's going to stay in the yellow gold as far as the ring itself. Now, don't worry about it being too oversized or too weighty. I mean, there's no such thing really in jewelry, but if you're worried about, well, is it going to be comfortable? The answer is 100% yes. And that is because you've got this, let me show you the cutouts here. It's on the side, so you would never see this, but I do want to show you the inside and then also that cutout detail that's going to come around. So really, if you're worried about restriction or like if a piece is too heavy, sometimes if it's too heavy or too wide, sometimes it can be a little restrictive or it can feel a little bit uncomfortable or tight. That is not going to happen here. So they really were thoughtful in how they built it from all the way from the back all the way to the sides and then of course the front. So 294, and one more thing, it's 18 karat gold. So you're getting that huge upgrade, which has always been an upgrade. Of course, it's 75% pure gold, but even more so now because of where gold's at. So if you're getting 75% pure, it's kind of like when we see our gold quartz later, well, that's 24 karat gold that's inside the quartz. So it's become more valuable as well, and yet we're discounting everything. So here's your chance to pick up this ring, and a great piece for the index finger, the middle finger. I mean, this is where if you love it on the ring finger, of course, that'll work as well. I would have absolutely no issue with that. I wear large bands all the time on the ring finger. So it's just really, it's a personal preference thing, of course, and how you like to wear it, or maybe what you need to really supplement your jewelry collection from what you don't have already. I mean, that's something we have to consider is, okay, what don't I have yet? And maybe if you've been looking to add that trend of having something on the middle or index without having to take off your other rings, that is what I would recommend this for so well. And it's not $99.99 any longer. So you get a big value. We've got the huge look. And how about how consistent those yellow diamonds are when they're also such large yellow diamonds? I mean, think of pave. Sometimes pave is very small material. It just goes to show you it doesn't have to be. And you can see what happens when you get a really big individual stone size there, and you still utilize that workmanship we love of pave. So one only here. It's not going to be $49.99. That is half. We're taking it even lower, and what a beautiful piece to wear when you're getting about $315 in that fabulous diamond work. Overall, of course, because you got to add the $294 with the 22, so it's actually $316 to be exact, and you've got the $10,000 price tag. It's come down half off, and we're going to go even lower than that, but there is only one. Stays in the gold it's in right now. We'll take care of sizing for you, no problem there, but it's only going to be $4,499. Remember, 18 karat solid gold on that one. So that's a really important style for one caller to take advantage of, and that's why it's here so early. And then there's going to be that opal blowout we have coming up with the really big opals. I've got some big rubies as well. We got you thinking about Valentine's Day, which isn't all that far away. We wanted to put together some rubies for you. And then here's a little flash of, well, it's a top of the hour, even though it's not a lot of quantity, and that's the problem. So I'm going to show you, fire opal lovers, take a look at your screen right about now. This is the fire opal that looks ironically like ruby without the price tag of a ruby. It's pure reds, and then it's got those diamonds. This is our first fire opal necklace that I can recall having. Pendants, we've had necklaces in full not too often. So that's going to be coming up at the 6 o'clock hour, just at the top, which is about 35 minutes from now, so not far. Oh, and I have to announce something to you guys, because there was something here last night that was interesting because I'd never seen anything quite like it. I got a note. This ring was brought out to me during the show, and it was towards the end of the show, actually. And it had a note attached to it, and it said that one of our customers had this on order, and it was still on order. And she'd forgotten about it or something. I'm not sure all the details, but she said, let me see the ring again. So we brought it out thinking it was sold. I said it was sold, and then it wasn't sold. It turns out she got something else. So At least that's my understanding. So I'm going to bring back what I think is one of the most stunning Tanzanites we have left. And remember, there aren't that many left. And a lot of you are frustrated that the bigger stones, yes, we've cut down some of the bigger stones because we had to make some affordable options for you. And we wanted to make sure that everybody could get in on Blue Wing Block D. But that round is coming up again. It's going to feel like a rerun. I know, I'm not into them either, but I had to show it to you. The value is there. The cutting is there. It's a round. It's a Portuguese cut, but it's so neon and so bright with its reds. I really wanted to bring it back. And again, there were actually, I think even Jason, you had somebody thinking about it too. I mean, there were so many people we turned away because it was on hold for somebody who thought they bought it months ago. I think it was 6 months ago. So anyway, kind of something sometimes happens that way where it's just maybe a meant to be moment, and it's going to come out again tonight for those of you that either didn't see it or were thinking about it. So that's going to be coming up. All right, so we'll do that later. And then here we are with our very, very special ring. I know I feel so bad that we just turned people away nonstop because I think it was Sally who said that it was hers. And then I found out long after I got off the air that never mind, Sally didn't take it. So we were turning people away, and so I felt terrible about that. So we're going to bring that back. That Tanzanite's coming back out to play. It's the round. And if you didn't see it, no worries. You're going to see it. And I'll give it a full presentation here tonight. Let's get to this gold quartz. I'm going to start with it on the hand here because this is the only ring that's going to rival that gold weight that's in that yellow diamond ring. And that's why I'm going to start with it here. And then I may just leave that on if you guys don't mind too terribly. I might leave that on just as a little reminder because, you know, it'll just be something to look at throughout the night and consider. But look at how gorgeous this is. Now, it looks almost like you're getting yellow diamonds or gold here. It's actually a quartz where inside of that quartz gem, the 24 karat pure precious metal of gold was actually formed in the same quartz crystal. So you get the precious metal and the precious gem together. So I'm going to show this to you. It's a beautiful artistic design. It's got a lot of gold weight, even though I know it's like gold surrounding your pear shape. It is such a beautiful style. It's item number 11277884, and it definitely is a little bit on the different, bolder side for you, so something a little unusual. It's a 402 pear shape. It's one of our bigger gold quartz we've seen, and 26 points in diamonds are going to pave their way along one side. So just a really pretty look. It almost reminds me of a crescent moon that is so hot in jewelry, in mostly pendants, but it's like the crescent moon of pave is right along the edge and framing the side of that pear shape. So it's our 402, 26 points in diamonds, does stay in the yellow gold, and give me a call because I was so thrilled to see this $49.99 piece get marked down so tremendously. So call me, and then don't forget we started the show with this opal. I'll keep on flashing everything because that's what happens, and you know, everything then sells usually at the end of the night, and so here we are, you know, just showing you kind of those really nice previews, and that way if you want the one of a kind, you can get it without a fight. But here we are with the 402, and this one's going from 49, not even close, to 4 or 3 or 2. I was stunned to see this come down this far. It's $1,999, simple and easy. And you know how expensive gold quartz have been since we introduced them on the show, which was a couple of years ago. They have become more expensive and really tough to find because, well, that's 24 karat gold inside the stone right there. And this stone's not just a little, sometimes, you know, it'll be streaky where there's one little streak or one little moment here. This is pretty much 24 karat gold throughout the piece. And that's what makes this one so high value. And that's the inside. So you can see that gold is not just a surface level precious metal there. It's actually happening all the way through the stone. And then you see it right there on the inside of that stone as well. I mean, that's purely all the way through. So that's exciting. And it's only $19.99 if you like a really unique artistic ring. One more time on the hand here. And I'm sorry it's got fingerprints, but I'll try to get those a polish here so you can see what that looks like. But what do you think? Pretty ring the way that's set up, and of course goes a little wider, but still one band in the back, so really easy for us to size to whatever size you need, but also it's going to be very wearable and comfortable. Even though it's giving you that width across the top, it comes more narrow in the back side of the ring. Okay, so that's $19.99, only one there. And then we're going to show you, there's a yellow diamond band. We have those new Alexandrite earrings. I have our largest diamond cluster pendant, and then I thought it wasn't supposed to be here, but I absconded with it before the show started, and there is a very important 1 karat yellow diamond. It's in a pendant, not a ring. The rings we're done with. We don't have any 1 karat diamond rings anymore. We've sold them through. So what I thought was, if we've got one to show, and it's in the most simple, elegant, look at this, yellow diamond at its absolute best. That is premium color. That's going to be coming up. And it wasn't supposed to be here. I insisted. We're going to bring it out. And start looking at what 1 karat natural diamonds go for, even just the basic white diamonds and what they go for out there. and then realize we're going to bring you that 100,000 times more rare of the yellow diamond in that bright popping neon stunning color. So that's going to be here as well. Hey, trillion lovers, we got a trillion Tanzanite. It was also here briefly last night. I was tempted to have Tony run the tape from last night because I've got so many great pieces, but we've got a few new to bring in as well tonight. So here's our Tanzanite, just in case you missed it. It's our 1130099. It's the 508 in that Museum Reserve trillion cut. So a quick little reminder of the 508, which is a cut and a size that a lot of you are always asking me for more of. So we're thrilled to bring that to you as the 60 points in the diamonds. Okay, and then let me know who's got that gold quartz, because that's not going to be long for this world with that big value attached to it. Plus we had that Marquise purple and the beautiful opal. Speaking of opals, let me give you a little preview of what's coming up in about, oh, it's already the bottom of the hour. Oh, darn it. Well, maybe it's time right now. Look at this. Opal. It's opal central here. Look at this opal. It's twins. It's fabulous. Look at this oval here in this wide band. Look at that. Crystal opals at their very best. And then we got one with a huge diamond weight in the pear shape. I've got 4 incredible crystal opals. We took the best and largest of what we have. And we're going to be blowing those out here tonight for you. So if you'd like the Museum Reserve Trillion, Jason, did you have a request for us? We would love those requests, by the way. So let me know what you'd like to see and we'll bring it right out. What is it?
2 to 3 row band ring.
Oh, in white diamonds? Oh, okay. 2 to 3 row band ring white diamonds. All right, so we'll see what we have in stock. Right now in front of me, I got the yellows, yellows, and yellows. But here we go. And this is going to be here as well. That's the Imperial. But let me show you what we can do here on this trillion. One only. In the yellow now, you don't have to leave it that way. It can easily be changed out. So if you want to do that in the white or the rose, that is up to you. And there's no charge for that either. So that's very, very exciting. And let's take it on down. 60 points in the diamonds. We've got a great look on this one. You can see it on the hand. It keeps it real classic. So it's going to set up that stone right there in the center. How amazing is that look? This is one of those rare stones where you're going to get, with the rounds of the trillions, you're going to get the saturation in neon, but also a brilliance, a pop of color that you do not get with other cuts. I'm sorry, we love the beautiful saturation of the ovals and the ashers and the emerald cuts and all of that, but you're never going to get sparkle per se from those different cuts. So if you are somebody who prioritizes some sparkle with your neon, vivid, bright, beautiful colors, this is the one you need. You either need this one or the round that we have later, and here's a flash of the round. Remember, this is the one I told you about. It was here last night. We turned people away. I think there were 7 of you we turned away because we thought it was Sally's ring, and she decided at the end of the show, no, I'm not going to take it after all. So that's going to be available for somebody. So these are the 2 like best of when it comes to glittering material for you. So you've got that one, and they're going to be both here in this show. So really the prominent of the flash and fire we love of our blue wing block Ds are here. There's also a pair of multicolored sapphire earrings. This is kind of reminding me of the bangle we had last night. In the pave, you're not going to get every single color of sapphire, but pretty close. It's got the blues, the greens, the yellows, and the pinks with an enameled edge. And by the way, if you want the blue wing block D, it's only $24.99. So we're making that as easy as we can here because you know it was here last night briefly, but there's so many of you still thinking about pieces from the previous show, and so we want to give you a little bit of a heads up if you were a little distracted last night or maybe just needed a little extra beat to think about things. I totally understand. It is fine jewelry, but we do deal in one of a kind. So there's kind of that sense of we've got the urgency just because with one onlys, you got to get them while they're here, but also understanding this is fine jewelry. It's a bit of an investment. You're going to have it forever. You really, really want it to be the right piece for you. But in the case of Tanzanites, we're down to so few. You do need to be a little extra expeditious about the way you're going to choose your Tanzanites because we don't have a lot of extra options sitting around. You know, it's not like we can just keep bringing them out. It's really gone very, very limited. So just keep all that in mind. We'll get to those new Alexandrite earrings in a short little while here. And the Alexandrite, the earrings that are coming up, but also this Imperial. And we're really dealing with some rare here. So we've got one of the rarest of them all. This is our stunning, mostly pink Imperial topaz right here. And the way it's set, bigger baguettes and round brilliance together. Loving this one right now. It's going to be 1125,998. I don't know what this says. 5498. It's what do you maybe I don't know, guys. What do you think? I'm going to show it to you. I don't know. What do you think? Is that 112? Oh, did I just show you the price? 54G? 54G8? I don't know. Which one? 5498. Okay, good. That sounds right. Okay. It helped seeing it on. Sometimes I need to use. I was just thinking today, like, I wonder when my eyesight's going to start going. But it does help to put it on camera. Hey, I'll just use my tools here. I've got a camera that magnifies everything. Let me just use that as my magnifying glass. So here we go at 18 karat gold, 133, and it's a white gold setting only. And look at that finishing. And this is our beautiful pinky golden orange Imperial. Remember, they're not treated in any way. It's part of the reason why they're so rare. But the other portion of that, they're only one source in the world. That's it. I know you're going, no, that's Tanzanite. There are a couple other stones that are one source in this world. I think right off the, off the top of my head, the Turkish color change diaspora, one source. The Imperial topaz, the Tanzanite, Sapphire always was considered a one source. Most people do, but there's really technically two. It's just, again, one source stones that have only happened in one area of the world, in one region. That is pretty remarkable on its own when you think of how vast the world is and all the different elements within the Earth's crust. So to be able to get something like fancy Imperials like these, and the pinky is really where it gets rare because most are yellow. And then they get into orangey goldens, and then they get into like pinky goldens as they get better and more rare. And then here's where you get really that prominent pink. And do we not have any diamond bands? Oh, the gold quartz is gone. All right, and then we're still working on the diamond band. Great. Okay, so update gold quartz, the pear-shape gone. And then here we go with our auto preto with the carat 33. And I want to show it to you, of course, from a distance away so you can see what it looks like. Obviously, pendant, we understand generally those are going to be a little bit smaller than most of our rings here. And yet, making it wearable, pop a chain with your favorite chain, whatever it is, classic, maybe a DBTY, it works. It's a 3/4 inch top to bottom. We'll show it on the neckline here as well so you can see that from just one other angle and just see how that looks from a further distance away as we're looking at a really beautiful, rich, saturated stone and a big time value right now. Taking a look close up, and we're going to get you a big time discount from the $49.99 that I can see. I can see the $49.99. I'm going to go ahead and discount it, and it was supposed to be $19.99. I'll just go ahead and do it for $18.88, and that will be it. So first caller on our rare 133, more pinks than it has orange or golden, which is automatically taking it to the rarest of the rare. So we do have that fabulous piece, and then don't forget that trillion blue wing. Thank you on the gold quartz. Enjoy that. It'll be Opal City coming up. We got all the big crystal opals, and then the fire opal coming up at the top of the hour, which is in about 23 minutes only. You're going to see that incredible fire opal, and it's my very, very favorite, my emerald cut. I love the emerald cuts. They're so elegant. They're just glam. They're a little touch of glamour every single day, which I think all jewelry really is, but some jewelry pieces are just a little bit more glam than others, and that is going to be, you can see that finishing there all the way throughout the sides. So let me know on that one, and then a reminder, we're going to keep showing it till it goes. If you want to be the first to just go ahead and take it, that's going to be that 3 carat 16 total in that band. That was our yellow diamond wide band. That one's $44.99. So just a little reminder as we breeze through a Friday night of big time values and requests, and hopefully you've got some as well for you to bring them on in, and we'll work on those. The fire opal necklace is coming up at the top of the hour. It's only about 22 minutes from now, so not long to wait, and then we'll get that big round Tanzanite out here for you as well. And then if you missed them, the gorgeous hoops, but I think maybe, given that, I don't know how many gentlemen are out there watching that shop for jewelry, but if you do, there is, it's interesting, sometimes we'll bring stones that I think are really, really well suited for gents rings, and other times stones that aren't. This one is, and what I mean by that is because of the durability. I have talked to a lot of gentlemen who wear jewelry over the years who have said, this is what I'm looking for, because usually it comes down to having to custom make something for the guys because it's not like there's a whole big safe full of gent styles or options. So when it comes to creating, what I hear from a lot of gentlemen is they really do take into account something that us ladies may not think about as often, which is the durability of the center stone. Because if you're going to wear a ring, and obviously we know sometimes, and again, I don't speak for every gentleman out there, but this is what gentlemen have told me over the years is I need something durable. I need something really that's going to stand the test of time, that's going to be really tough, because I want to wear my jewelry. I don't want to save it for a once in a while occasion, but I also, I work with my hands. I need to be able to wear something and know that one knock on the desk or on the car door or on the steering wheel or I don't know if you're operating heavy machinery and you're, running a tractor on the field, whatever it is, there's got to be a durability to your stone. So I look towards rubies, sapphires, diamonds, and this one. This is Alexandrite, but it's so rare to find a stone that is going to be large enough to suit a men's ring, because we know this stone. I mean, last night I had a stone that was an Alexandrite for the ladies. It was 50 points. You don't get a lot of big options when it comes to Alexandrite. So that's why really you put together, okay, it's really rare, it's unusual, but there aren't a lot of big sizes. And listen, if I put a 10 pointer or a 20 pointer or even a half carat in a men's ring, it'd get lost. It's just going to be too small to fit the proportion needed for a gents ring. Okay, so it's nice to have a big one, but then that's why I figured this was going to be a whole lot of money, like 6 figures. It's 1130096. It's a 1 carat 02. It's giving you 100% color change. Oh, did you really get it, Tracy? Thank you. Oh, good. I'm so glad. We have that setting, by the way, also in a purple Paraiba, by the way, just FYI. But thank you. That's a really beautiful, beautiful gold quartz, so you will enjoy it. Thank you much. Here's our carat 02, and we've got 29 points in diamonds around it, and then, of course, as any gents ring should be, the finishing on the inside that you see there. So that's a really important, yes, the scroll work. Tracy, be honest, did you also love it because it was $19.99? Tell me. I know we're not going to see you on the 19th, but yes. Did you like the $19.99? Because I was thinking about it, and Monday's the 19th. So we're not here. So she has the 19th is a special day. So just want to, just calling that out. Maybe it was I think a meant to be moment on that gold quartz. So thank you again on that one. Here's our gent style. I was fully expecting this to be at least $20,000. And I know we don't normally do a lot of $20,000 jewelry pieces. This is shocking to me. It's shocking that we're not even asking 20 grand for a men's ring like this. All right. And we've got something, Rhonda, for you. The 3-row ring is here. So just FYI, Rhonda, it's coming up next. But here's what I'll do. Gentlemen, 8.5 on the Mohs scale, you can't hurt the stone. Okay? You'd really have to, I don't know what you'd have to do. Let's not test it out. Let's just know that it's durable for everyday wear, because really any stone 7 or greater is, and this one's an 8.5, so it's way up there. Okay, so wear it like you do your rubies, your sapphires, your diamonds, and we can change the gold color. Yay for that. Yellow gold or rose gold, fine with us. Finished on the inside. Here's what it looks like on. But when we're doing under 10 for a 1 carat Alexandrite, oh, yes, and so much gold weight that makes that nice wider presence. Now, a gal could wear it as well. We would size it accordingly to whatever you need. That's one of the great luxuries we offer. But this is important because it's not $99.99. And I would love to see it in yellow gold. I don't know about you, but I would love to see it that way. I think that'd add a richness to it. There's a blue-green to start, but then it goes to purple-red. So keep that in mind. It goes to a purple-red color when it changes color, when the UV light is around it. So how about we take this even lower than even $49.99? There are very, very few, unfortunately, very few gents rings that it can do under $5,000 anymore. Even our classic, I don't know if you all remember, it kind of depends on how long you've been watching, but if you've been watching a while, you might remember our Gents Wall of Diamonds, which is our all-time classic gents ring. It's got a carat 44 in diamonds. And that's gone up. I mean, historically, way back when I started here in 2016, that was 10 years ago, that was like $19.99. It's since gone up. It's now about $7,500. So even just basic, pretty straightforward diamonds are more like $7,500. So when you're getting into a 1 carat plus Alexandrite and it's under even $39.99, this is when you want to dial in, because obviously there's only one. And we don't see pieces like this. We just have such a small ratio of gents rings in the first place. And it will not be 39. I'll keep going. And that, I told you, this shocked me in a good way. And to be totally honest, most pieces are shocking in a bad way right now, because it's like, what are you doing? Gold, it's gold. It starts with gold. This one is shocking in the best way because, hey, it's got more gold than everything else. And yet it's not $3,500. It's not $34.99. I keep going to make sure it is a value. That's the freedom I have to make sure that every single piece goes. They've got to go. It's not 34. It's not 33, because I say it all the time right now. If we can't bring you a value in fine jewelry, who can? Even the other folks that have been doing fine jewelry on TV for a lot of decades, guess what? They're selling sterling now and plated metals. So it's a sign of the times. And still we're here giving you a fashion jewelry price on a Essence of Fine jewelry piece, and it's not even 33. I'll blow it out for $32.99 first caller. And then Rhonda, the 3-row band, one of our favorites of all time, is coming up, and that is going to be a fabulous value, and it's got so much incredible diamond weight too, and they're the big diamonds as well. So we'll see that coming up, and it's actually going to work for, I think, a few of you, because who doesn't love a wide diamond band? We're going to bring that out in just a moment, and then $32.99, the gents ring will go. Just got to make sure you're right there, ready to go first, and then white, yellow, or rose gold is completely up to you. That fire ripple's coming up in about 15 minutes, so that's going to be here. We've only got a couple hours to go tonight, so again, get those requests going and keep them coming. We'll help you out best we can. Here comes the diamond ring. This is a classic. This is one that, unless you already have it, now I do know there are sometimes people that buy things twice. Sometimes by accident, sometimes on purpose. That's when you know you have great values, is when sometimes there's a whoopsie moment and somebody goes, oh, I bought something and it turns out I already have it and I forgot. And I loved it so much. You loved it the first time and you loved it so much the second time you bought it again. I'm not an advocate of that unless it's a stack ring or a wonder ring that you need to but this is one of those mighty, mighty fine must-haves when it comes to diamonds. So let's show Rhonda and everybody else, because it's a diamond piece, so we've got a little bit of quantity here for you. It's a 3-row mega band. And I don't mean oversized where nobody's going to be able to wear it. I mean, you see the diamonds. They're bigger individual stones. This is not a one-point accent. We could sit here and count the diamonds and tell you exactly how big they are. They're impressive. They're important. This is 111-0324. And shout out to the 111 number that goes back about a decade since it was first made. This was one of the first pieces to come out on air at TVON. Keep that in mind. This is an original. It's an OG. It's no doubt one of the better values because of that. And remember, if you're putting 2 carats of big diamonds, you also have to have a lot of gold. White, yellow, rose gold, your choice. Great finishing on the inside. It's going to taper, but it's not tiny next to nothing tapering. It's got some great size all the way around, but I admire this. As someone who literally has seen thousands and thousands of different types of diamond bands, have sold hundreds of different types of diamond bands, let's go beyond just the carat weight, because sometimes there's a look that we really have to look at and take stock of how it's getting to this beautiful detailed design. Because in this case, it's not just the big individual diamonds, it's the fact that they're set so beautifully together where it's really tough to even tell, even at this up-close magnification, where one stone ends and the other begins, especially as it's in movement. And you see that there. So you see the middle row goes a little further out, so that creates that nice little curve on the edge, although it's going to look like an eternity band when you wear it because the diamonds go side to side. But you have that 3-row, and you see basically 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. I'm getting lost here because, yeah, it's a lot to look at, right? Probably, rough count here, probably 27 diamonds by my count. Just roughly. I mean, again, once you start spinning it, it's hard to tell where one ends and the other begins. But if you're looking at just, again, rough count there, I'm pretty close probably. That's like 7.5 points a piece. And that's impressive because this is the end result. When you see it on, whether you're up close or a little further away, and don't worry, it's going to be nice and smooth across the top. It's on the hand now so you can see it. This could be also men's or ladies. If there is a really, like a gentleman who's really got an affinity for the, you know, extra bling and wants a larger size band, or you want to do like a his and her set, this could be a way you do that, and it sits low profile enough where, look at this, doesn't disappear because you got a lot of gold to set those diamonds. Remember, the bigger the diamond, the more gold you have to have, not just because of the width, but also because they're deeper diamonds. So that round brilliant, if you're going to do that full traditional ideal cut round, you have to have more depth. So there's got to be more gold depth-wise to set that down into, and that's going to create that smooth as silk surface. Like, that doesn't hurt, that's not sharp. Look, that's going to be that easy peasy piece to wear slip-on gloves if you need to over it. 3-row style, great width to it. I might even break out the ruler here. Let's do that. Let me just do that real quick and just show you, because that question will arise, no question about it. You've got a, right about a little over 1/4 of an inch in the width of the band. And then it tapers, but just slightly. Oh, it is. I did a rough count, so I just, Tracy just said I have the ring and it is 27 diamonds. Fantastic, good. So my count was correct. See, the eyes are still good. The eyes are good. All right, so no glasses yet. No contacts yet. No, we're good. We're good to go. But that is, there you go. So they're about 7.5 points. That's an impressive style. Most diamonds, 1 point. This is 7.5 points each. They're all the same. They don't graduate. They don't get smaller on the sides. Let's take a good look at it And I need some collars because this is a band. Anybody ever want to replace their wedding band? I mean, oh, sorry. I mean, not me. I mean, just like, I'm sorry, put my hand down. I mean, yeah, you didn't catch that, did you? I mean, does anybody ever want to upgrade? Like you're going, that band's okay. It's been through a lot of good years, but maybe it's time to upgrade. And you know what? If there's that big anniversary coming up, if there's that, it could be just a milestone of any kind. Maybe it's a birthday or let's face it, it's a Friday night. It's January, New Year still. I got to tell you, this is a fabulous band that you could wear every day as the wedding band. Or you could actually, if you wanted to, you could stack them around a solitaire. I'm just saying, if you really go bold with your jewelry, you could always put two of those together or even use them as a ring guard around a band. But again, to each their own. Here's what we're going to do on this one instead of, because I know that's supposed to be $59.99 today, we're going to go a lot lower than that, and it's your best of the best in diamonds, and it's nowhere near $59.99 because, again, I'm going to take that old number, we're running with it. Big time value. Nobody's on the lines. White, yellow, rose. And you'll probably put it on every day, right? And if you wear it once a day for a year, that's a lot of usage. But you're probably going to wear it forever because as far as I've checked, diamonds have never gone out of style. They actually are a little bit more popular now than ever before because everyone's kind of on the diamond bandwagon. Of course, most people are having to actually sacrifice and go lab grown. We are saying no, we can bring you the fine quality in a great natural from the earth stone that's worth investing into. Because at the end of the day, if there is ever a moment where you want to upgrade, or let's say it's 150 years from now, and the daughter-in-law that you passed it down to, let's say 200 years from now, let's say someone wants to sell it. They've got that opportunity to do so and profit heavily on it. And that's, again, that's the worth of gold and diamonds. There's only an upgrade and an increase in the value of those two things. So as you wear jewelry, and I harp on this a lot because I don't know anything else of this kind, where as you wear it and enjoy it and use it, it's also an investment that appreciates in value, and not a lot of things in this world do that. So it is something, because again, we've all done that. We've all probably turned around and maybe taken a piece from 50 years ago or 40 years ago or 30 years ago, in my case, 25 years ago, and I've sold pieces from my collection that I don't wear anymore. That's the beauty of jewelry. You can do that. So if you are looking to upgrade, you're probably going to have something that you're going to be able to do to get this home and really just, again, try this at this wonderful price tag. Maybe not at $6,000, but I'd say at $4,000 or $5,000, that's more interesting. Or we could go even lower than that and make it $3,000 or $29.99. But when there's 7.5 pointers and there's 2 carats and a lot of solid gold, and it's not even $2,500, that's where you take advantage. And it's really anybody can wear it. As long as you're not somebody who says, I only wear teeny tiny jewelry, you can wear it. You can absolutely wear it. It could be middle finger, index finger. We just talked about that with the wide yellow diamond cigar band. There's a look right now. Everyone's trending towards stacking rings across the hand. Wear it there. I can probably do that now with this one. Let me show you on the middle finger. It doesn't have to be ring finger. It doesn't have to be left hand. It could be right hand. It could be pinky ring. It could be thumb ring. Honestly, it's anywhere you want. Let me just show you kind of something unexpected here. I'm going to try it on as a thumb ring just to show you that way. That's giving me full range of movement too. You can have, that would be, I think, a really cool look. I mean, it sits low profile enough to where it definitely is well suited for even a thumb ring. I'm going to do better than 25. Or 24. Again, it's a request. It doesn't look like we have the 2-row here, so this would be all we have right now in a wider band ring. But again, still really important stones all the way throughout. And it's only $1,999. We're taking you back to the nearly a decade ago price tag, when obviously today it would be $6,000 or more. And we're going to take it down to 19. And by the way, the VS diamonds that are elsewhere in this world are $38,000 a carat. So that would be an $80,000 ring anywhere else you go if you're looking to buy the same quality. And that's important too, because for under $2,000 you got it here with us. All right, so Rhonda, let us know what you think. And that's what's here in a wider band. And then we've got Alexandrite earrings, of course. Our top of the hour, 6.5 minutes away. We'll see the fire opal necklace coming up. We have bangles to recap from last night. I've got a huge Paraiba. I've got a big Congolese green tourmaline. Oh, wait, you see this color? It looks like Paraiba because it's neon, and look at this. That is gorgeous, and it's so clean in a big pear shape, so we'll have that on the way. There's one fire opal ring that I'll have to go with the necklace in an oval, and then we've got those Alexandrites. Now, as far as diamond bands are concerned, I do have a little kind of a encore presentation for you of our yellow diamonds in this band. And that's the yellow diamonds that are all set in the cushion cut 7-stone style. So that's here tonight. I know we're glad to see that back. And then, of course, the 1 carat yellow diamond pendant. Okay, so all of that and more, $19.99 on this one. Let me know if you like it. Let's blow out the biggest tourmaline we've got. Looking like copper bearing. $13.75 on a pear shape in the brightest Granny Smith apple green. 111-7474, the number. It's a $13.75 pear shape. It's got a little detail here on the sides of this band where it goes a little bit. You see how it comes to that little curve there? So it's like the straight band, and then it just goes up and meets up with that basket work. This is super clean. Let's not forget, and I know that when we show you tourmalines, we always really weed out the very best, so we only show you the high clarity stones. But let's not forget how this is traditionally a very dirty stone. Dirty. It's got all kinds of inclusions, usually. Ours is a little different here, and yet with that size. So as you get more large material, larger, think about how big that rough had to be before it was faceted down and still giving you nearly 14 carats. So when you think about the bigger the stone, the more vulnerability you have, not just to have inclusions, but to see them with the naked eye. So this is so really interesting to be this up close and personal and watch the clarity and therefore the brilliance, the sparkle. It's got some jazziness to it. It's not just, and I know we talk about usually brilliance with rounds and trillions. This pear shape is giving quite a bit of brilliance as well, as you see right here, because of that clarity and that pop. So it's really exciting to have a bigger stone like this. I got excited to see it marked down from $12,999, and that's what's happening right now. So that's where it started. $13,000 ring. I'm going to try it on for you because it's a big one, so let's get you acquainted with it first as far as a size is concerned. And never mind on the ring size because that one's not going to fit at the moment, but there it is. That's what it looks like on the hand, and I would not advise it as a pinky ring, but again, just going to put that where it fits right now. But look also how the colors just transition all the way through that stone. That is so elite level, and it's almost like a wispy, like a blue-green color. It looks like little blue-green laser lights are going through in a line there. It's just so stunning, and that's the neon for you. And that does, it just goes to show you, and who knows, maybe it's going to be copper bearing. The Congolese stones haven't been tested per se for that, so you never know. I mean, there's obviously, some of you asked me the other day, well, what is it then that makes the coloring? We're talking about, remember, I don't care if it has titanium or what have you, that's not going to make it Paraiba. So just remember that about the stones, because some of you were like, I don't know, people are telling me things that I'm not really sure if I should trust them because they've burned me before. So I'm going to go to you. You're the authority. I know you know what's up, and I know you're going to tell me the truth. And that's a big priority of mine. Again, I'm a journalist, not a salesperson. That's not my background. I fell into this business totally accidentally, pure and simple accidental. I was helping out a friend. It was actually an uncle of a friend who graduated school with me, and I was in the sports world. I was doing sideline reporting in Los Angeles here for Fox. And it was really exciting. It was my dream. That's all I ever wanted to do. I knew I was going to do that from the age of 13. And I was doing a favor. I graduated with someone in marketing. This was the nephew of a gentleman who owned a big manufacturing facility. He actually supplied all the jewelry to QVC for the first like 25 years of his manufacturing, and he worked downtown. So they wanted to start their own little network, and I was just helping out a friend. And here his uncle was needing someone who was good at live TV, and I was the one from USC that was known for that because everyone else just sat at a desk and read a prompter. I was known for live TV, so again, so he said, can you come help us out? And we want to launch this show, and you can come work for us for 5 hours during the afternoon, and then you can go work your sideline job in the evening. And so I said, I was only 18 at the time, 19 years old, and I said, okay. Again, weren't we ambitious as, you know, teens, right? I was very energetic and very ambitious. And so I said, sure, you know, because when you fight to be in the TV business, listen, it's a tough business in any regard. You take every opportunity you can get, and I used that. So, and here I am. Left my dream job to come do this because, I don't know, you guys won't let me go. So here we are. So that's how it happened. And so here we are where I'm just a journalist. I mean, I believe in like truth and really accurate and facts and, you know, just the facts. So a lot of you ask me, are these tourmalines that other places are telling me have titanium? Who cares if it has titanium? What we're worried about is copper, because where the value is going to really soar is if it has copper and manganese, because that's what makes it Paraiba. Titanium doesn't make a stone Paraiba. Only copper and manganese make stones Paraiba, and this Congolese new find has not been tested for that yet, okay? So that's where, again, and if it ends up being, I was just having a thought. What if we still did afternoon shows? Then I could still do both, right? No, these are early enough. And that was the big turning point in my career. I had to give up the sports when I started working at a bigger network, which is where most of us started shopping together back in 2004, is when they only did nighttime shows. And so, you know, yeah, so it was like I couldn't be in two places at once. But yes, go ahead, Jason. The pendant again? Sure, I can, yeah. And if you want this one, it's only going to be $29.99, so we'll take $10,000 off that. And who's this for, Jason, so I can get their attention? Becky? And is Becky calling from Utah, Colorado? Somewhere else? Montana. Yes. Here you go. Look at this Imperial. Those are some gorgeous colors together, too. I must say, I don't know, I like those colors. Giving me some inspiration for design. And I've been real busy soon doing some designing. But anyway, that's 1125498. And that is the Imperial. That's got a lot of pink, just a little bit of gold, and I'd say 90-10. So do you want the Tourmaline? If you do, let me know. And then here's the Imperial, which is only $18.88 in the white gold. Remember, that was 18 karat white gold. And we've got the graphics up there for you, Jason, as well. So there's the inside, the finishing, all done in the 18 karat. It's going to stay in the white gold. And there are 4 baguettes in total. I'm actually hiding one of them behind the tweezers. There are 4 baguettes surrounding your Imperial topaz. So that's that at the $18.88. It sounds like that one's gone. Congratulations. And then our $29.99 is our Tourmaline here in that bright, gorgeous lime green. Okay, so it is time. Yes. Oh, good. Who got that? Do they need to see it again? June? Jim. Hi, Jim. All right. So thank you on the 508. The 508 trillion's gone, and now we've got this one for 29. Now, you know what time it is. It's 6 o'clock. I've been telling you we were going to bring out the gorgeous Fire Opal. So we've got that next. Oh, I'm so excited about this one. Fire Opal necklace. Full necklace, and it's that super ultra glam emerald cut. So we're going to see that now, and it's 1130035. Okay, so somebody's going to get that, and you see how pieces are going from earlier. Imperial topaz just went, and the Tanzanite just went. So we're still waiting on that big yellow diamond to go, but look at this. Oh, it is with great pleasure that I get to share this brand new necklace with you. Love it. I would so buy this again. This is what I would buy if I had the opportunity to buy things before the show started, but I don't. Got to give you the first dibs. Always do. Here's 0035. Let me know who's got that Tourmaline at $29.90. Can you believe that price? I was just thinking what that is per carat. And again, math is not my strong suit, hence the journalism degree. So let me actually do a little bit of math for you there, because I'm just curious myself. At $29.99, don't think this is going to be like a Tourmaline price going forward, but that stone, that last pear shape, was $218 a carat. That is wild. So anyway, with diamonds and gold too, so that was pretty impressive. And now we get to talk about the Fire Opal necklace. This stunner. It is a beautiful, this is Mexicano, it's a beautiful Fire Opal. It's emerald cut at 63 points. Don't worry about it. It looks bigger. That's what Fire Opals and all opals do. We're going to see that later on our crystal opal wheel. Let me know who's got that Tourmaline or our 2 karat diamond band. Thank you, Becky. Thank you, Jim. Thank you guys for shopping tonight. Appreciate you. And here we are with our 63-pointer diamonds all the way around it, framing, but it's the shadow halo as we call it, because it's a little bit away from the stone. So instead of being right up next to it, it's got that little bit of separation away from the stone. And then I have to show you, there's 50 points in diamond weight, but also, look at this, a side diamond detail here in bezels. And of course, it's backwards. So let me go ahead and show you what that looks like right there. There's one on either side. So you're going to have that extra diamond bezel set right there and right there. And so that's going to be a neat way to go. And then you'll see it on the neckline here. This is all attached to the chain. So it's a full necklace, not a pendant. It's 63 points and again, 50 on the diamond weight. So this is one of those really big diamond weights for a necklace. They usually don't have this much diamond weight in necklaces. We do. We've kind of amped it up a little bit for you in recent days, and this one I want to show you from a distance because that's important to see your Fire Opal. And remember, it's a reason it's the top of the hour. It's a big value. It's a value story. I welcome you all in every single top of the hour with something monumental. It does also have adjustability, Tony, so it's going to be 16, 17, and 18 inches, and the lobster claw. So there it is, and there you can see those side diamonds about an inch away from the center, and then I'll show you here the back. is where you've got that adjustability. There is your lobster claw and 3 adjustable lengths. Okay, let's take it to the neckline. So that's the better viewpoint really to see it. I'll just center it up for you so you can see what that's all about. That would be about 16, right about there, 17 and 18 inches. So you've got a lot of different variety and ways to wear it, but look at how it glows. And for the record, I think most people are going to assume you're wearing a beautiful ruby. And we've got rubies today, but the rubies are not inexpensive because they're big Burma rubies. Here you've got what looks like a 1.5 carat or 2 carat ruby, because a fire opal that, yes, is 63 points is going to give you that equivalency. And we've got a huge value, and remember it's solid gold, and you're getting 18 inches total length in gold, but adjustability built in. But you see how it glows? That side-to-side east-west setting is just so attractive, I think. And seeing the way that the emerald cut of its step facets pick up the light and throw it right back to your eye. That's what we like to see. Here it is again up close. We're going to blow it out right now. It's brand new at this moment, too. So it's not like, oh, yeah, I've seen that. Because I'll admit, there are a few reruns on this Friday night. There are a few pieces I will be electing to show you again because I feel like they're really great values, or they've been popular before, or in the case of last night's Tanzanite, I showed it near the end of the show and I thought it was gone. I told everybody it was gone and we turned people away left and right, and then I found out after the show was over, it's still here. So we're going to bring that out, 5 carat plus in the round, but this one's got to go first. So here we are watching this value, even better than that, ooh, $3,999, not bad for an entire necklace, but I'll make it easier. And nobody's on the phone lines yet for it, which is also remarkable, I think, because, you know, we need those people who are ready to go. It's important. Make sure you are ready on the phone lines. It never hurts to call early. Listen, I already had somebody call in the beginning of the show. She called right when we started because she was thinking about an opal, and she hung up. And that's okay. That's all right. You can do that. There's no problem with that. I can't force you to buy stuff. I can only give you the best value possible. And that way, but with one of a kinds, it always concerns me that you will miss out even when you think you're dialing in really early. That's the key. So let's make this even better than $39.29 or $19.99. And these big opals, they are not inexpensive. The big fire opals, especially ones that have the red. Again, here's like the Imperial. Remember we were talking about the Imperial? We were talking about the fact that, yeah, most Imperials are going to be yellow or orange, and that's it. And they're lovely. Don't get me wrong. They're really pretty. But when you start to get the pinks, that's the premium quality of an already premium stone. Same thing happens here. They're mostly yellow and orange at best. And when you get reds, we see them all the time. But let's not mistake the fact that that's a rare premium quality and we're not doing $19.99. Yes, how can I help you? Did she? Rhonda. It's not Rhonda Z by any chance, is it? No, different Rhonda. Okay, so Rhonda got the diamond band, and remember we have more than one diamond band. So you can always call us if you still want to get the diamond band for $19.99. And Rhonda, I'm so glad we have that. Thank you for the request. You see how that works? Should be a lesson to us all. Make those requests. See, the places I shop, you can't just call them up and say, hey, this is what I want. I want it right now, and I want it on sale. That's like, they would laugh you out the store, or they would laugh you off the website. Like, are you kidding me? Do you know who we are? And do you know, like, that's what their response would be. Do you know that we're a designer and we don't put things on sale? That's wherever where I shop, that's how they would respond. Like, oh, okay, dream on, hun, and go enjoy yourself. But yeah, that ain't happening. This is what you do here. And that's, thank you, Rhonda, for that request. Again, request, we bring it out. A few minutes later, she owns the diamond band she's wanted. So it's perfect the way that works. And I encourage y'all to do that. Take advantage of the opportunity these live shows bring us to do exactly that and bring you what you're looking for. But this is better. And nobody's on the phone lines yet, which is really fun, I think, because it just means there's an open, wide runway here for you to get in. You could potentially be just sitting at home, sitting back, feet up, kick back, and you could still potentially get this necklace, but it's got to be lower than $19.99, doesn't it? I'll make it easy. It's only going to be, you know what, $1,499. There's a half carat in diamonds. That is exclusive. That is elite. And now we're talking about, you know what? I'm going to go even lower. It's top of the hour. I can do whatever I want. Well, I do that through the whole show, but especially with a top of the hour. I've been excited to introduce this to you. I'm thrilled it's here. Let's make it even better than 14. So this is like a was and a was. There's a was of 39, there's a was of $14.99, and now we get to make it even more interesting. Right here, right now, let's do it. I'm going to make this not, you know what, skip $12.99. I don't know about you, but I like $200 off. Save me $200 on anything, I'll be a happy camper. How about better than 12? Can't just leave it here. Look at how beautiful it is. And it's a solid gold diamond cut roller link chain, adjustable, lobster claw, big diamonds around it. Don't forget about the bezel set diamonds that are there as well. And yet it's not 12 and it's not 11 and you're demanding a better value. I'm going to make it happen. It's not even 11 or 10 or even $1,000. We're blowing it out. White, yellow, rose gold. By the way, you're choosing your gold color. It's $999. If you can get it fast, that's going to be amazing. So any gold and $999, and then we got opals. Do we ever have some big, important, really stunning opals to show you? They're going to be our beautiful crystal opals with all the colors, okay? This is the fire opal that gives you primarily yellow or orange, or again, in better quality in the top tier, you get the reds. But for $999, come on, that's a big value right there. $4,000 piece. I was gonna make it $14.99 for my top of the hour. I just saved you an additional $500 off of that. So here's your moment. Let's see who's got it. And that'll be gone 30 seconds. And then we do have the ring. The ring's larger. It's a $389 and it's an oval, but it's still got the color. So the color would go nicely with it. If you don't mind changing shapes, we can have a great looking, fabulous color of fire opal for you. And then we do have that big Tanzanite, the 5 1/4. Remember, our trillion cut's already gone. We've got the round coming up. The round is 525 and a ton of diamonds. So we will see that. But we're still waiting on the big fire opal to get its home. Congratulations if you do get it. That's going to be a really wonderful value. All right, so we'll move on. We'll leave that here and we'll let it go, okay? Whoever wants it, say so, let me know, okay? Then we're going to show you, let's just flash in the ring. I know it's not easy to get big sizes of fire opal. When we do, they're like $5,000 and $6,000 and $7,000. And it's like, oh, frustrating. Look at this stone. First of all, the color is exactly that bright red we love, but there's also like these gorgeous yellows that come through. It's like bright, beautiful yellow. So that's the ring. You can see how the ring looks in yellow gold, as is the necklace now. It's almost like a two-tone look in the necklace the way it sits because you've got the big diamonds and they're so large. It almost gives that two-tone effect, okay? White diamonds almost looks like the white gold. We've got also, these Ferrari hoops are stunning. I did have them last night, but a lot of you may have missed them. So here we go. Here's the inside-out style of deep saturated diamonds in a hoop earring. They are the 5/8 of an inch hoop earring. There is only one pair. It's item number 0022. And they are lovely, aren't they? They've got the bright, bright, bright yellows and greens for the most part in the front, and then a lot of pinks and purples in the back. And when I say the back, I don't mean the back of the earring. I mean the inside of the back of the earring. So you see it all from a standpoint of looking straight on at the earring. So you always get that big lavish diamond weight. It's item number 112002 or 113002. It's a 149 diamond weight. They're under 1,000 a carat, and they're in a lot of gold. And that's going to be in the yellow gold. They are Ferrari. We've had just a couple of pieces recently that we've been loving, and of course, unusual for them to stick around, which is why I wanted to highlight it again tonight for anybody who would like to get a pair. There are the 5/8 of an inch. Look how beautiful they are from the sides. They're going to be hinged at the base. It's a click closure. It's a straight post. That's it. So really easy to put on. They fasten, they secure, they lock into place, and here's what they look like from a distance so I can verify that length for you so you can see what that's all about. There's you can see 5/8 is just above a 1/2 inch. So if you're comfortable with a 1/2 inch, I think you're also going to enjoy the 5/8 of an inch. And nice lengthy post here, just secures right in the ear. You'll hear it snap closed, and then you know you are locked and in place and ready to enjoy and ready to also field a lot of compliments. That's for sure. That's what they look like on, so you can see them there. I mean, how they play too. I mean, this would be an earring you could go a little bit further up. If you've got more than one piercing, you could actually stack those up the ear a bit if you want to and have a little luxury. And you know, if you normally do white diamond earrings, how nice is it to be able to go with all those fancy colors that you have here as well, and some of those deeply saturated colors. These are a little deeper than some of the rings that we have from them, where there's the lighter yellows and the lighter green. These are a little more pop, which I think is important because you're probably seeing it from further away given that it's an earring. So let's go back up close to our wheel and we'll give you another fantastic designer markdown price. Is going to be so much less than even, well, $39.99 is not going to do it. So we're going to make it really simple and easy here. You just got to call and you got to be first because there is only one pair. That's kind of the thing with these great designer styles. Have been lovely to have, but they've been one of a kinds. And that's except for maybe the men's ring that I had once. Remember when I showed you all of them? That was fun because they were all slightly different. So if I have more than one, I'm going to show you more than one so you can choose your favorite, but everything else, onesies. So let's make it easy here. $149 in all those fantastic diamonds and a $1,499 price. would be awesome. We're going lower than that though, because I think that's $1,000 a carat for natural. That's a lot. That's a lot of natural diamonds for that price tag. That's $1,000 a carat if we're not including anything for the workmanship or the gold. So that's pretty remarkable on its own. But this is something even more important because I'm going lower than 14 and it's not even $13.99 and there's only one pair. So if you're really looking to step up your hoop game, this is how you do it. It's $12.99 for the pair. That is it. So here we go. And a really, really special look, $12.99. Hey, Irma, what's up? Let me see what Irma sent us a message here. Did you get your emerald? Oh, she did. She said she got it. She loves it. The color is superb. The setting is perfect. And the color is the star. Well, that is, you know, Irma, you've got your priorities straight. Irma must know her gems because you know that with any colored gem or colored diamond, like we see here, the color is the most important feature. It's even more important than the size, and especially in emerald. So I'm so glad, Irma, I remember it because it was only a couple days ago. I remember the ring well, and I had a very strong feeling that you'd like it. I'm so glad to hear you do. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm so glad you do. And Renee, you've got it right. She said, well, you're in good hands with TVON. No middlemen. No, whatever else she said. I won't repeat that, but she said, yep, there's basically no baloney. Yeah, it's just no middlemen and really high-end jewelry. Yep, Renee knows. She's been shopping here a long time. She's shopped everywhere too. Renee's been, you know, she's shopped places. She knows. You guys all have. I'm not a fool. Like I understand that if you've shopped with me, you probably shopped with everybody out there. And again, usually it tends to go, some of you find us a little bit later in the shopping game and then realize, ooh, wish I would have found TV on sale. We're a little harder to find because we're not 24 hours a day, right? Most of your networks are just there all the time. So you can shop 24/7, 365, right? We're a little bit trickier. That's why people don't find us usually right off the bat because we're only here 3 hours a day. So it's a little bit more sparse. But again, this is what happens when you got a level of quality the way we do and you really are just, you know, super committed to only showing that level of quality. You can't, I couldn't fill up 24 hours a day even if I could host for 24 hours a day. It'd be really tough to get you the jewelry standards we insist upon. So those are here at $12.99. Also have some really luxury diamond drop earrings, yellow diamonds and white diamonds together. And we did want to bring out, and again, if anyone wants our fire opal necklace, that's a really important opal necklace. I don't know why or how that could still be here, but look at this gorgeous necklace again. That is just a little reminder for $9.99, that fire opal in any gold you want. So just a really important reminder there of what we've had in, I mean, to think a whole necklace could be $9.99 today when you're talking about a really good, and I know a lot of you are going to go 63 points. Oh, that's not big enough. That's why I'm showing you, like, again, I know this is going to be in focus if I walk backwards, but you really see the size of that. This is not a small piece. You would see it from across the room. When you walk into that party or that dinner or just walk into your home or that workplace, everyone's going to notice that. I mean, between the fiery red color that it gives you, the glow that the emerald cut has, and all of that, you will recognize it. It's a nice big size, so don't think it's too small, okay? It's a really, really good size. That's what opals do. Speaking of opals, let's show you. You know, this is fun to see all these multicolors in the diamonds. I have got a really important way to do multicolors. You know, people tell me all the time, I wish I had money to buy every stone, and I want everything. I want one of every color. I want one of every type of stone. I always say to that, have you ever considered an opal? And then some of you would retort, but the opals that I look at elsewhere are mostly white. Watch this. I've got multiple ways to give you multiple colors. And here's another way you do it. All of the colors. Now, it takes a fine opal to do this, no doubt. There's a lot of opals I won't touch with a 10-foot pole. They are just ugly. Sorry. A lot of opals are. They look like, I mean, they look like our wheel. They look like plain white, sometimes ivory, sometimes these like yellowy, white, dingy stones. That's the big differential here. There are so many different opal varieties and qualities out there. This is where the discerning audience is going to go because we have, look at these colors, all crystal opals, big sizes, look at this, and still you're never going to be able to fully appreciate them until you get them home. Here's another one. And here's the big band right there. Wow. Look at that. A set of 4 all on blowout, all the same incredible price tag coming your way, and they all got to go. And I'm so partial to this pear shape back here because, well, you see it. If it looks that good with all those colors right here and now, can you imagine what this is going to do when it's in a more friendly light environment? And I mean just lower light, anything lower light, which is anywhere but here because we got a lot of light here. So it's TV studio. They're well lit. I don't care if it's news. I don't care if it's TV. I don't care if it's, you know, evangelical preachers, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. If it's a TV studio, it's going to be bright light, okay, if it's lit properly. And we really, again, these opals tend to show off a little bit more true to form when they're in a little lower light. And that doesn't mean go into a dark room or where you're developing your film. That's not what that means. Does anyone still do? I know that was showing my age reference there. Everyone's going, huh? A what? Excuse me. What was a dark room? What do you mean developing what? What's film? Yeah. That was Okay. So yeah. I know, I've been around, I remember VHS tapes, yes. I still gotta do that, I gotta convert, like I have actual, like my most valuable stuff is on VHS tape. Like my early days of TV, VHS tape. I'm still gotta convert those to digital files so I don't lose them because, you know, it deteriorates through the years. So anyway, yeah, do that if you can, because I think there's all these services out there that'll do that. You send them your junk, i.e. the tapes or whatever you got, and then they'll send you a little drive, whatever you see. I don't even know what they're called. I'm more familiar with the era of analog than I am with digital, but that's because I'm just old. But here we go with our opals. Take a look at this. Opals, and they are so fabulous. I know. Just sad. Yeah, this is what happens. It's happening to all of us, right? We're just, we're not getting younger. But take a look at those opals and see how, you know, that's the only thing. I think gems, that's really interesting. You look at gems, they're old. They've been around in the earth. They sometimes take millions or billions of years to form. And yet look how good they look. We got to learn something from these natural stones, right? It is so beautiful. Now we've got a different kind of carat weight. They're all going to be 5 carats or more. Actually, my largest is the pear shape in the back. And, oh, okay, so Tracy, you know what I'm talking about then, because Alan still has a dark room. Okay, good. The kids these days would probably think that's some kind of like, something totally different than what it actually is, where you have to go in and develop the film. I know. Listen, I did my own editing back in the day. I mean, that's how long I've been in TV. I would do my own editing back in the day when I started, where you go in and you have to literally, anyway, enough of that. I'm getting nostalgic here. But here's what we have on carat weights. I want to get you introduced to them because that's the big one. That's the 689 with 83 points in diamonds. That's going to have the most diamond weight by far. And then you're going to have, so big size, big diamond weight, same price as the rest. Yeah. Then we go in front of that. That's going to be the 522, 53 points in diamonds, a lot of gold there. If you like the heavy baguettes here on the side, see how there's a couple of baguettes and then rounds? That's going to be the 509, 99 points. Actually, so that's our biggest diamond weight. Well, who knew? Look at that. Mainly it's got, 5 stones on each side, or they're 4 rounds? 3 rounds, 4 rounds, hard to say. But you got basically big stones there in the baguettes. This can be 99 points, so that's actually your largest diamond weight. And then over here's the 551. That is a bit more of a roval stone. That's gonna have 29 points, but they're 2 fancy cuts. So here's our best of the best in opals. And love that. Yeah, I know. I should have known. Alan, because he's like a professional photographer, right, Tracy? So yeah, he's going to have all the real authentic way to do it. Yeah, get the dark room and get the film developed and do it yourself. That's great. Here's what we're going to do on the opals. We're going to blow them out. We're going to take them lower than $69.99. Here is a fabulous way to get yourself some very big opals, but remember they may all be over 5 carats, but they're going to look like 10. That's the big issue here. They are going to look larger. It's just one of the beauties of opal. And this is the way this one, for example, that's the 6 carat. 89, so that's a nearly 7 carat. So that you see what that does from a distance. And of course now it's the same stone, but just by moving it from one light to another, you see different colors come through. So that's one option. We have also got, if you like a lot of gold, maybe go here, or also think about this one with the finishing on the inside, fully finished undergallery. Look at those crystal opals. They're natural through and through. Again, no doublets, no triplets on our opals, and yet we've got a big time value. Consider there's a lot of gold to hold these stones into place. There's a lot happening here when it comes to your colors, because again, if they're all that color right now, this is the least color they're going to give you. When you get into any other light, they're going to get more vibrant. It's basically the colors you see now, except deeper, more saturated, more riveting. It's a stone that's tough to take your eyes off of when you get into really fine quality opals because of what they're capable of doing and how bright and beautiful they become. And by the way, not even 6,000, 5,000, 4,000 or 3,000. We're going a lot lower than that. And this is with important diamond weight that you have as well. We're taking a good look at them and blowing them out accordingly. Here's our second hour of the show. Let me know which one you like, guys. We're in almost the halfway point of the Friday night, if you can believe it. And then, hey, Joanne, I saw you messing with that cross pendant for tomorrow. You don't suppose I could like steal that for a couple minutes and preview some of the pieces for the weekend? Because we have hoop earrings with big diamonds. We have a cross that we've never done before. And we have, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say it. I'll give you a little heads up, guys, because we're only halfway through the show already. Want to alert you as to what's coming up this weekend. But nobody's loving $3,999. I get it. I know you're here to be spoiled. Let's continue to do that. Not even $29.99. They're not $2,500. They're not $24. They're not $23. They're not $22. It is your choice of. And do you want to go 7 carats or 5? But all of them start at 5 carats. They go even greater than that. And we have got a major value. All you got to do is pick up the phone, dial in first. They're all one of a kinds. All opals are. There are no two natural opals that are alike. Now, do you know they're lab growing opals, like they're making synthetic versions and simulated versions? Of course they are. This is where you're getting natural. Do not let the price fool you. They're not even $22 or $21 or $2,000 a piece. This is the true blowout. They're $19.99. Thank you. We have an all baguette diamond cross coming up this weekend. So I just thought, since we've never had anything like it, how many times we get cross pendants and I bring out the same 90 pointer? And I love it, don't get me wrong, but it's the same one and you're going, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that. I'm good. I've got that. We developed and designed a new cross that is coming up this weekend, and I just want to give you a little preview of it because it is stunning. It's wild too. It's just, to get all baguettes is something important, and we're doing it our way here, so that it's not from a big designer where it's going to cost like $8 million. Look at that. All of those incredible baguettes, 7 stones in that fabulous cross design, and it's coming up tomorrow. So definitely be with us for that. Okay, so here we go. Opals, $19.99, 60 seconds on those, and then we'll move on. We've got the Tanzanite coming up, so we'll do that. I'm thinking bottom of the hour, it's 4 minutes. Is it Tansy time? It's Tansy time. In at least 4 minutes from now, we're going to do our Tanzanite round. The one that I turned away 8 people last night. Now, I don't know if they're here tonight. That's the big dilemma. I don't know. I don't know who's here. I don't know who's not here, but I do know this. I've got a Tanzanite. We had to turn people away because it was actually, the note that I had, maybe I still have it here. The note that I had said that it was already purchased and already sold. I think I do have it. Now, it's crumpled, but I'll show it to you because I'm serious. I'm just telling you like it is. Last night, maybe it was about 7:30, this is the note I got. And it was on top of the Tanzanite bag. It says, sold already. I think they were going to write to me. I think they were going to write LA. Like, I think they were writing my name, but no. Then they said, Sally already bought it. So that's the Post-it. And so I just showed it for Sally, and then I found out at about 8:30 that she didn't buy it. So we turned all these people away. I'm going to bring it back out. Again, I just want to be fair about it. So again, I'm going to show it again. We're going to give first dibs on the round. But it's the 525 round I had last night with the big carat weight of carat 14. So we're going to bring that back out in about 3 minutes. So yeah, stick around. It's coming. And then we've got, oh yes, the big top of the hour. Next hour, 7 o'clock hour, is going to be our yellow diamond pendant. And I'm so glad you're keeping those for me. I'm liking those. I'll gladly take those. And then here we go with a really fun bangle. This one's kind of a wild one. I did have it also last night. It's got all these different stone colors, from yellows to oranges to paparachas to blues, and the cornflowers and the royals, and then the pinks and the dark pinks, and all the way through, and then diamonds. And this one, if you know great value, I think this isn't a value story. The value story is obvious. Like, I don't have to, I'm not going to be doing convincing here that it's a value. The value is, I think, the most obvious of the show. It's 1114,531. It's the fact that this is a very large bangle. This is about as large as we do. And going forward, it's impossible. Just please understand, as you watch the show, going forward here, today is January 16th. As you see any show beyond today's, you're not going to be seeing pieces of this stature. It is impossible to do. Listen, we don't have an audience for $100,000 items. They're out there. They don't tend to watch this show. And that, I think, is not because you don't have the money. It's because you like a value. And I've been really, really, really specific about bringing you nothing but values on what should be $100,000 items. The difference is they're just not here. We do a better value because we cater to people who want a value, who want to save money. So in essence, it gives you the opportunity for more great jewelry, better quality jewelry. And that's the unique part. But this is going to be an impossibility to build because making pieces like this going forward would end up costing in the six-figure range. And I can't rightfully do that because it'd probably just be a waste of airtime. We would show $100,000 pieces and they would probably stay here. So it's not a great business model. So, but that's what it requires. When you've got this much gold in a wide bangle that is completely covered from one side to the other in sapphires that are meticulously matched and mated to create this ombre effect, and then diamonds, and you put it all together in solid gold. This is why, I know it's an old item number. We didn't just put this together today. And thank goodness, because if we did, it'd be six figures. And you guys aren't interested in that kind of price range. I'm right there with you. You give me six figures, I'm buying a car before I'm buying a bangle. It's true. Give me a Bugatti before a bangle. And granted, yes, 100,000 is not going to get you a Bugatti, but you know, maybe like an old Ferrari, okay? And you know what, so I'm all for that. I collect those and I like those. I got to tell you, this is what we've got for you in a bangle so you can have both, okay? Because you're going to want to have that sitting out the car window of your nice car, right? This has got to be on the wrist. You can't be wearing some like little rubber band, right? You got to be wearing something special like this when it's, you know, somewhere you want to take this to all your lavish get-togethers and gatherings. You want to have that polished, beautiful, stately look. There's nothing else in our inventory like it. It's all white gold. It's got 5 carats 05 in sapphires and 129 in diamonds, and a double figure 8 safety. Let me show you this way. This is how it's going to open and close. So there's a little button right here. You can see the little texture. That's where you're going to press it down. It opens it up, and you can see it's going to go as wide as you need it to go to make it very easy to put on, because all you're going to do is pop your wrist in between, close it. You can do that with 2 fingers, as I like to do, and then boom, you're done. It's on. You'll lock those figure 8 safeties, and there's your look. There's your bangle. Average size, 6.5 to 7.5 inch bracelet wearers. That's going to work for you. And the one bangle is best value I think we have, especially when you consider the amount of gold, the 505 of sapphires, the way they're ombre in a mirror image. So in essence, if you cut it right down the half, it would be exactly the same if you flipped it. So perfect graduated style. A carat 29 in diamonds. Here's how it opens up. Just like so. That's easy. That's easy. Don't tell me you're too rushed to put on your bangle. This one's easy. Some bracelets, I'm right there with you. Too busy to put on bangles. I can't sit there and mess with a bracelet and try for 10 minutes to put that on. I got too many places to be, okay? And a lot of traffic to deal with. So I can't be wasting time putting on jewelry. It's got to be easy or you'll never wear it. This one's as easy as it gets. And this value is everything. Way back when this was designed and developed, way back when, about a decade ago, this was here for, what was it, $19.99? Oh, $14,999. $14,999. Again, it was 2016 when I first arrived. So that's 10 years ago. That's when this bangle was here. So this bangle's been here as long as I have, which is what makes it so ancient. But see, ancient in humans probably not that great, but ancient in jewelry really good right now because you save a bunch of money, and it's not even $49.99. So there's your $10,000 saved, and then it gets better. We're going to take it even lower than that. And if you love sapphires, sapphires being those array of colors, it's like you're really, outside of the purples, you're getting every color of the sapphire rainbow. You really are. And it's not $49.99. This is just, again, as it is, white gold, average size, right out to you. But it's $3,999 instead. And that is a heck of a value on a bangle that is solid gold. And those are diamonds, and those are natural sapphires. And you can see how they're all beautifully set up. So this is really, again, elite level jewelry like we can't even make going forward. And I hate to say that because we're still going to bring you elite jewelry, just nothing with that kind of gold weight, for the obvious reason of, again, you'd be in it for tens of thousands just in the gold before you even talk about sapphires or diamonds, okay? Susan, I heard that request came in with Jason. Jason, I was overhearing you, and I heard her say she wanted like a diamond cocktail ring, big center stone, 1 carat. The only one I have, Susan, and we don't deal with a lot of big white diamonds. You know what the other one, Andy, I would recommend maybe for her is perhaps maybe the GIA certified cushion. the 101. But this is good too. This one's just got, it's got a tad bit of body color, not tons. So again, let me show it to Susan here. So we want you to look at it two ways, here up close and then on the hand. But it's 1118312, so another oldie but goodie. And it's our 1.5 carat largest white diamond here, okay? So, but it's near colorless, so just keep that in mind, okay? It's a floral ring. This is the essence of a cocktail ring. It's 1.5 carats, and then it's got 103. So that's going to be overall 253 in diamonds with that very important and large center stone. And then there's something a little more traditional here, Susan, just in case, because when you say 1 carat, my mind goes here because we also have a purely white diamond here as well. That's also here. So that's going to give you a lot of diamond weight, pretty similar. But we'll talk about the 1.5 carats first. If you like the 1.5 carats, VS center. And then you've got the 103 around it. This one, oh my, this has been, I mean, it's been here forever. It's got, I'm counting 12 different markdowns to get it where it is right now, which is the lowest it's ever been on the year for. It started at $16,999, 1.5 carat diamonds, not exactly easy to acquire. You've got a natural round look at that on the hand. Yes, gorgeous cocktail style ring, got a bit of the floral look, feels great on, tapered in the back, not even $17,000. It's under 10 grand, but it's so important to have a 1.5 carat diamond. Again, nothing else like it in the inventory. Our 1.5 carat white diamond, that's the only one we've got. The next size down, the 101 I'm gonna show you. But this is down to 7,999. So we're taking a cool 9 grand off of that when diamonds don't get discounted. So as a matter of fact, it's interesting to watch what's even happening with the lab grown elements, which we don't deal in, that how they've gone up in price. And it's funny because the cost has come down on them significantly because technology, as just remember when like the first computer came out or the first cell phone came out, not everybody could have one, and now everybody has one because albeit expensive, they're not tens of thousands of dollars. You don't need to be IBM to have a computer. We all have one or two of them in our homes, and as technology gets better, you see prices come down from the original. So we're seeing that with the lab growns, for example. You see these 1 carat lab growns used to be quite pricey, and now they've come down in the cost to make them. But yet the price has gone up. Why is that? Because there's a huge profit margin built in. Conversely, we're dealing with a natural diamond of this big size. The price has come down. And that doesn't happen in the natural diamond world. It just does not happen. It's not even, it's just diamonds are on this incremental rise where they just go up over the years. Now, I also have this 1 carat 01 white diamond. This one's GIA certified. So if you like a more traditional setting, but still a cocktail ring because it's so big, it's going to be the GIA certified 1126961. So again, for anybody who would like them, 1 carat white diamonds is what the request started as. This is what we have in 1 carat white diamonds. Now, if you wanted yellows, I might be able to bring you some options. But as far as white diamonds, this is everything we have in the inventory. This is it. You've seen them both. And this is the 101 with an F color, and it's an SI1. So GIA certificate comes with it, meaning that center stone was sent to a GIA lab in Carlsbad, California. The gemologist, a diamond expert, evaluated and wrote up the documentation that's going to come to your house free of charge. And then we set it in this 196 VS diamond mounting that keeps that classic. And this one's down below the last. And again, to get an F color, that means, well, you see it right here, it's colorless. It's in the colorless range, anything D, E, or F. If you have a letter grading of D, E, or F assigned to your diamond, that is considered colorless. So that's where there would be no body color. You know how we talked about body color in the 1.5 carats a minute ago? You could see a subtle little bit of, like, wasn't as white crisp as the background or as the gold it's set in. That is the difference. So a little body color, not that you would notice it, not like it's going to jump off the hand when you see it from a distance, just look like a sparkling bright diamond. This is where you're getting that higher end quality, that colorless stone. It is a 196 diamond weight around it, so that's going to be $297 overall, and that one's $59.99. So we got some big values on big white diamonds here. Take a look at that. That's going to be it, $59.99 on that one. So we'll try it on, and then we can put them on together. The floral 1.5 carats versus the 101 more traditional. And I say that because it's a double halo. So there they are. So we've got two great options for you. Yes? You got it. Absolutely. So there's the difference on the hand. So we're talking 1.5. Sounds like where she likes to go here. 1.5 carats. And again, 1.5 carat center, by far the largest diamond we have in a white diamond. Here it is closer. So very, very important. And white diamonds add a carat '03 around it. So this is 1118312. So it was the original one we showed you. She sounds like she's got it narrowed down to this one, which is 8312. So I showed you both of what we have. Sounds like she's more interested in the carat and a half center. This would be a near colorless because, again, when you see it really up close like this, and I'm going to see if I can polish it a little bit better because it looks like it's got a little bit of polishing needed across the top. So I just want to make sure we get you the best look. See? Better now. It's going to be $79.99 for the carat and a half with the carat '03. But the difference being you've got a huge carat and a half, and it's not a light carat and a half, it's exactly a carat and a half. That's down to $79.99. So we've saved you a bundle on that one. The Tanzanite. I really can't wait to show this to you. We're gonna get you the Tanzanite. The round. A little behind because of our request, but hopefully it's okay. We're just a couple minutes back of that request time there. So just wanted to get those in, our bigger white diamond cocktail rings. And then we're going to show you, yeah. Of course, here it is on the hand. 1.5 carats plus 103. And this is really, this is such an important evaluation of it. Obviously, we're still close. But to see it on the hand and to see it from a little further than a 10-power magnification like you do up close is really helping to see what really is the headline here, which is that VS brilliance you're seeing. You see that, look at what, let me remind you, we don't do star filters. We don't do any of that. We are the only network out there that doesn't have those star filters. So any of those, what you're seeing right there, see that, and that, all that poppity pop, pop, pop flashbulb effect, that is thanks to the diamond and its quality. Not some artificial lens we put on the camera to help it out. This is not a light box shot that was, recorded 3 months ago in a back room somewhere. It's live TV. This is my hand. Here's me pinching myself because it's a pinch me moment to see that for $79.99. Because, those are highly edited. When you see those, you see what they're called light box shots. I know I'm using technical terms here in industry terms, but when you see pre-recorded shots that are on a loop that keep on, it's a pre-recorded like 15-second snippet and it just keeps running and running and running. Those are all pre-recorded. They've got the light environment set up just right. They can edit those videos to add sparkle. That's what we don't do because we just show you it's me, it's standing here live. I picked it up, I put it on, I'm gonna take it off and put it back up close. It's a live shot. You can't hide anything. There's nothing edited, there's nothing artificial. Heck, even websites, like our own website, I'm sorry, it's just what you do. There's not a photograph online you're gonna see that's not edited, right? It's true. So that one is here if you'd like it. Let's move on to our Tanzanite because this has been, it's an interesting story and I don't come across this much, but a weird, interesting moment happened. I can honestly say in 9 years, I hadn't had this happen before. And it was just a really, I was just going through my show Thursday night. It was about a half hour till the end of the show. And I received this ring, which I hadn't seen in a very, very long time because it had been, 6 months or so? It had been tucked in a back corner of a vault and it had this big blue Post-it note on it. And I was handed the ring. It's item number 1128649. And if you're watching the show, I brought it out. I said, oh, hi, Sally. Sally requested this item. Apparently, she had purchased it about 6 months ago, but had been waiting. And I don't know if she ended up calling and saying, where's my ring? And we said, well, yeah, we didn't get a payment for it, whatever it was. So she said, let me see it again. So we brought it out, and this is not my writing, this is not my Post-it, but it said, sold already, Sally bought it. Just show it to her, she wants to see it again. Been a few months since she'd seen it. So I brought it out, told you the story, just, again, all live. I found out after the show, and this is after, keep in mind, I showed the gorgeous ring, gave the little spiel for Sally, and there were a lot of you that called in. And we had to turn y'all away because it was Sally's ring. I found out about 8:30 last night, she didn't take it. So it just made me realize, I think for the sake of helping somebody out tonight, I asked our team here if they could save it for today. And if we could just add it to our Friday show so that I could give one of you another chance. So here it is. And $525. Now, if you are the one or one of many, I think there were 7 or 8 of you last night, we turned away because it had literally Sally's name on it. That's literally her name. If we turned you away, you might as well just jump in right now and then you'll get it and you won't miss out again. And I feel terrible. And again, had I found out during the show, would have brought it right back out. Didn't find out till after the show, nothing I can do then. So this is the next best option. Show it to you again. Now, if you weren't watching last night, if you've never seen the ring before, that's okay too. You just need to dial early, because I think if we turned away 7 or 8 people in one show, it's probably not going to last very long tonight. And there's probably a different audience, just kind of the rule of thumb. It's different people watching every single day because, you know, it's a different day. Maybe some people are out on a Friday night date night, or out, you know, getting dinner, or out, you know, with the families in town, or maybe they're getting ready for what have you, the big holiday weekend, and they're going to Vegas, or they're going, I mean, that's what I was dealing with on the freeways. I'm like, you know, a halfway point between my house and Vegas. So I pretty much on a Friday of a holiday weekend, I'm going east with everybody else who's going to go enjoy their 3-day weekend in Las Vegas. So it was extra crazy today, right? Whatever it is, here's the moment where you can just jump in and get it. It's our 5 carat 25. And again, I can't stand the thought of you missing out on pieces. I've been there. I've done it. I've missed out on one of a kinds myself. It's painful. I have cried real life actual tears over missing out on shopping. I know that sounds dramatic, but maybe some of you understand. And I want to bring this back to the forefront for a moment in time here where, again, whether this is a piece you've been waiting for, this 5 carat 25 size. I mean, look at that. There's the finishing. That's pretty unusual. I love the way it's a heavy gold weight. It's a lot of diamonds that are paved along the sides here. They roll over the top, so it's not flat, it's rolling over, so you end up seeing diamonds from every angle, which I tend to appreciate. And then you've got this ultimate high-end, saturated, neon stunner of a color. And what I'm gonna do is, we've got white, yellow, or rose gold, so you are gonna choose your gold color. I'm gonna try it on. This is top-notch saturation. It's 6:45. It means we have an hour and 15 minutes left, yes? Thank you. The carat and a half diamond is gone. Congratulations on that one. And boy, that was fun to bring out because we never see carat and a half diamonds like that. So thank you. I don't know if it was our requester, Susan, or someone else, but thank you, Susan, for the request. Just in the same way I'd say thank you, Sally, for the request if you happen to be watching. Thank you. Thank you for letting me bring this out last night. I'm just so excited we get to offer it to somebody here on this Friday. So all we can do is this. I'm going to send it on out. We're going to give you a huge value. And by the way, this was 6 months ago that this was shown and reserved. So the price was less then than it would be now. This is going to be, am I going to bring that price up to where it should be today? Absolutely not. And for the record, that price tag is $99.99. There it is. There's the price. We're going to blow it out. This is in your size choice. It is in your gold color choice. And it is so, so amazing to see this here at a second chance opportunity. I can't wait to see who's going to get it. Congrats in advance. I'm just going to say that, and let's try it on. And you know what, for a 525, it's a great size. We know that. We know the 5 carats are very popular, but it also happens to be that size that's very, I think, very wearable. And the way this is set up with that very large halo and round brilliant diamonds, then the pave on the side. So again, as you turn it to the sides, you see diamonds as well from the profile angles. That looks great. It's not 99. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. It's not even 9,000, 8,000, 7. We have been blowing out. And remember, it's our last few as well. Very few. And so many of you have said, well, you've been cutting down the bigger stone. Yeah, to make requests happen, and now those are going. So like my under 1 carats, my 1 carats, my 60 pointers, they're all gone. And we've even been cutting down some of the museum reserves that, listen, they got fair shakes on the air, they got their shot, they were in the spotlight, you left them here. We cut some of the stones down to make smaller, more affordable pieces of jewelry available to you. They have since been debuted and sold on the show, sold out. Had the necklace last night, sold out. Actually, that was about 24 hours and 12 minutes and 30 seconds ago. I had a necklace that sold out. It was a 60 pointer. What am I trying to illustrate to you is the simple mere fact that these stones are almost completely gone and finished. And I know, like, I'm leery about that day when I have to tell you there are none. And then what about every single day thereafter? When I'm telling you that they're gone, they're sold out, I'm sorry, they're done, they're gone, they're no longer here. It is going to be something I'm going to be saying incessantly, and it's going to pain me every single time I say it. You've got last call, last chance opportunity, and here's a really wearable size in a gorgeous round that has got some of the most distinctive saturated color you could ask for, and it's why I got to make sure it's a discount, and why it's going to be better than $79, $69, $59. We are going $49.99, but that's already under $1,000 a carat, but I will not stop there. We're going to make it more interesting here, but you do need to be on the phone lines because it's value. We have nobody on the phone lines. I'm going to take that as all those 7 or 8 people we turned away last night must not be here tonight, which only opens the door for a few, well, for one of you, but you can call in now because first caller is going to be very, very happy. And the amounts of red coming through when there's still those vibrant blues and those vibrant purples, it's mostly blue. That's why it's called blue wing. As Tanzanite gets better and more saturated, it exhibits more blue than it does purple. We actually don't want Tanzanite to be purple. Purple is the mediocre quality. Purple is the basic. That's the everyday. That's the no problem to find. That's the block C. I don't want it. I don't want my Tanzanite to be purple. Not if I'm looking for ideal quality. I want it to be more blue than it is purple. That's what you have here. And it's not $39.99 either. We're going even lower than that. The very first call is going to take it. It's not $39. This is with the top of the hour coming up at a yellow diamond. And that's coming up at the top of the hour in 10 minutes. This will be long gone. We still have Alexandrite earrings to show you. Yellow diamond bands, white diamond pendants, you name it, we got it. But here is your last call on this very ring. And still nobody on the phone lines as of yet. Well, here's what I will do. It's not 39. It's not 30. Whoa, 38's really good. 37's even better. 36 or 35, or tell you what, if we blow it out at $34.99, you got yourselves one of the best values out there. Remember the premium that rounds always are. That's hugely important. But you will not get the Tanzanite unless you're on the phone lines. It really is that simple. You cannot get the Tanzanite unless you're on the phone lines. This is a moment, and it's a live show, and you know it's going to go because we can't leave our blue wings here. I mean, I'd love to. We'd love to just kind of let them stay in posterity, put them in a museum exhibit, and let them stay there forever. But this is your moment right now to get it. It's not 34. It's not 33. I'm telling you guys, this is one of those values with decked out in diamonds the way it is. That's a carat 14 in amazing diamond weight. That's impressive too. Most rings don't have even 1 carat. This is going up and over that. And it will not be $33.99. It's blowout time. It's here. Let's make it $3,299, and that's the wonderful value you have been waiting on. And if there's any fiber in your being saying, that's my Tanzanite, you got to get on the phone lines and make it happen. Got to get it and try it, remembering you have a money-back guarantee as well. You get your gold color choice. That is not always the case with our blue wing block Ds. This one gives you a gold color choice of white, yellow, rose, and I know how many of us love the yellow gold. So you can get that. You can get the yellow gold. We're going to size it for you. We're going to ship it to your doorstep for free, and then you've got a couple of weeks to decide if that's the right piece for you or not. But $32.99 is definitely the right price. And our yellow diamond pendant will be coming up at the top of the hour. 8.5 minutes from now, we still have Alexandrite earrings. Morganite is here. Emerald. Ooh, there's a good emerald here. I know we have all been loving the emeralds of late, both Zambian and Colombian. I've got a great Colombian top-notch emerald coming up in a little bit. So the question is right now, who wants our Tanzanite for $32.99? Such a small investment to make in what is literally a museum level. Like literally, the stone was promised to a museum. And, well, if it's still got a shot right now, this is unbelievable to me. There were so many of you, and again, just tell it like it is. Never, the circumstance and scenario had never panned out this way prior to last night. But last night, got the little Post-it, sold already, Sally just needs to see it, and then we turned all the people away. And now here it is. Look at this ring. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. And let's see who's got it. Somebody's taking it. I just don't know who it's going to be yet. White, yellow, rose, gold. I mean, to think that we turned away all this, it just shows you we got a different audience every night, right? Not everybody's here every single day. For those of you that are, thank you. Because there's probably somebody going, I'm here every day. I don't miss a show. I don't miss a minute. I'm always here. Thank you. I say to you all, thank you so much. Because, yeah, you don't want to miss any moment of what we can do on these values. But $32.99, all right, we'll keep going. We got a lot more to do here. We've got a very special yellow diamond pendant coming up that is, you know, it's funny, we just saw the 1 carat white diamond, right? It wasn't a solitaire, but it was a 1 carat white diamond. And I did a little research today for you just to get an up-to-date of the moment 1 carat white diamond price from my wholesale, my favorite. he's always really excited that I say he's my favorite wholesale dealer because I work with three. Three do really good things based on what I need in diamonds, smaller or larger, higher quality or lower quality, just when I do my own independent designs. But I did check in with my very favorite diamond wholesaler today just to see what today's price is on a 1 carat white diamond. And I'll share that with you. And then we'll show you a 1 carat yellow diamond that we are going to share in a pendant. And it's the brightest, most stunning yellow. We have 1 hour left in the show. Let me know what your requests are. Requests really help. You can see sometimes your request ends up helping somebody else. Sometimes it helps you. It's just, no matter what, it's a great way to go. Please never hesitate. It could be anything in jewelry, and we're going to work our you-know-what's off to bring you the right price and the right piece and the right value, all of that. So here's your chance to get the Tanzanite. I don't know. All right, still here. I'll keep showing it till it goes, but let's keep moving because we have a really stunning emerald. And the emeralds I've been showing of late have been very, very important, very pricey. And yet they've been going. So y'all know, I think you know the values of emeralds. I know, you know, it's a really expensive stone when you get good quality. Here is 112-8624. And we have just a little over an hour left. So that's why I'd encourage requests if you have them. Let me know how we can help you out. If there is anything you're mulling over from earlier tonight, please also let me know on that so we can show that to you and get you another look at it. But here's our 55 point. Now, there's going to be so many of you that say, oh no, that's too small for me. Remember, you have to, I wish almost, and I know if we left that blank up there, you go, what's the carat weight? How am I supposed to buy something without knowing the carat weight? Now you do it other places. Most designers don't give carat weights. Did you notice that? You have to really like search. It's like going on a hunt and an adventure and like a scavenger hunt to even find a carat weight from a designer. Have you ever noticed that? They just say, here's a ring, and it's a ring. And it's a ring with an emerald, and it's got diamonds, and here it is. And here's the $72,000 price tag. Did you ever notice that? And it's like you really have to like fight to figure out what the heck the carat weight is. I am baffled by that. Again, I come from a different world. I don't know. I don't know who does that and who buys things without knowing carat weights. But again, we like to show you. But you've got to remember this. It looks like a 1 carat plus. So I'm going to show you on the hand, and then you're going to see why the carat weight is less important here than what you're about to see when you see it on the hand. That is what's important, because you see all these pieces on my hand. That's a big wow factor. And how about, because remember what Irma said earlier, she picked up an emerald from me, granted it was Zambian the other day. She said it's spectacular. She said the color's amazing. And that's what she was really excited about, was the color. It was the color. She said it's fabulous. I love it. The color's superb. That's really what it boils down to. More important than even the cut or the size, it's the color. And in the case of emeralds, it's a big clarity story, because that's the bigger hurdle. The truth is, I'll tell you guys a little secret about emeralds. Most of the time, the color is the most important. There's a little hand-in-hand moment when it comes to emeralds, because most of the time, if you're getting a really gorgeous color to your emerald, meaning a deeper, brighter green, usually those are the ones that have absolutely no clarity whatsoever, and then they have no glow. They have no, so they may give you more color, but they're stepping way back in clarity. So really in emeralds, you're looking at two features. You need a color and clarity story to be hand in hand. They need to be together, because that's where it gets rare. When you get, because it tends to be, again, the darker, deeper the color, there's less clarity usually, and then as you get more clarity, typically there's a little less chromium, so they're lighter in hue. That's not what you want either. This is basically the ideal. This is what you want. You want the color to be, well, we use this term in daily life, emerald green. That's a very distinctive color that I think we can automatically all envision when we hear the term emerald green. Well, that's where that term comes from. Emerald green, you're getting it here, but you can see right through it. And when you see it from a distance, like I'm going to do again on the hand, watch this, because it's one thing to look clean up front, up close like it is right now. It's another thing if you put it on the hand and you see it from a distance and it's still glowing. You see the clarity, the transparency all the way through it. That's even more impressive. It's not just the color, it's not just the clarity, it's all of it together, and then we put 74 points in diamonds in a signature mounting and finish the inside. White, yellow, rose gold. Let's do something crazy wild here. We've got about 2 minutes until our top of the hour and a yellow diamond pendant coming out to play that is a 1 carat. So this has got to be snappy here. And I got the $39.99 blowout price, and I like it. I just really want to do better for you, especially for my emerald lovers who are going, I love emeralds, but wow, are they pricey out there? You better believe it. I've studied this stone long before I was in the business because it's my birthstone. I learned that a long time ago. I didn't need to be in the business to know my birthstone. I had an emerald gifted to me early on in my life. Before I was in the business, I was in college, and a boyfriend gave me an emerald, and it was massive. It was huge. It was far too large for a college kid who was dating someone for 6 months. But it was a big emerald, and the thing, I think I wore it twice. It's terrible to say. I got to tell you, it was so cloudy and included and hazy. And again, I wasn't a jewelry expert at the time. I was a kid. I was in college. I was studying. I was interning. I was working. I was doing a lot of things. But it was not jewelry related. And that thing was so dark. And that's how most emeralds, and I think back at that moment and I chuckle a little bit, because that's what most emeralds look like. And it was a very, very, very important stone. And again, I was spoiled. It was way too fine a piece of jewelry to give to a college kid. But again, it was really a special stone. And yet I look now and how amazing it is to get color and clarity like this. I mean, it really is the ultimate. And we're going to do better than $39.99. We're going to do a lot better because we got the top of the hour coming up here real fast. So here's what I will do. It's not going to be $39.99. I've never told that story before, and I could get into more detail, but I'm gonna just leave it at that. It was a really, it was a pretty ring, but wow, I couldn't bring myself. I knew, because I'd studied these for so long. I knew it's not what the ideal looks like. And this is the ideal, and it's not $3,000, it's not $2,000, it's not $19.99. We're going to help you own the best so that there's no need to upgrade. There's no need to worry about, do I have to give up something to get my emerald? You've given up nothing, except for the hefty price tag, because I'm blowing it out even more so. Here's our top of the hour. It's not 19, 18, 17, 16. I can't do a gold band for this price. So when you tell, I mean, it's like a double top of the hour now. It's one top of the hour. There's not supposed to be a top of the hour, but now it is the top of the hour. And so we'll get to our next top of the hour, but this one's got to go first. So let's make it even better. This is what thrills me to no end. I am going to tell you right now, hurry, because our yellow diamond's coming up. You could take out all of these diamonds. You could take out that gorgeous emerald, and you could be left with a shell of gold that's still worth a whole lot more money than that price I have up there, and you know it. You know it. You already know. So here's what we're going to do instead. Instead of $16.99, this is even better. It's not 16 or 15. Blowout time is here. Top of the hour, top of the hour. They're back to backs. We gotta love that. 2 top of the hours for the price of 1. And a gorgeous emerald for, well, less than the price of 1. It's not 16. It's not 15. Hello, are we all here? Are we here? It's Friday night. Where are my Friday night dates? Where are y'all? I'll do better than $1,500. Let's go. We're going to make it $1,499. Go. We got to do it, guys. We'll make that easy, and it's in your gold color choice. And look at the inside. Look at that. Oh, my. Now, that's what we're talking about right there. Look at the clarity. I know it's hard to look past all the gold that's on the inside, but when you do, you can see how gorgeous and clean and bright that is. All right, top of the hour is our yellow diamond. Let's welcome everybody to the show. It's $14.99 on the emerald. I don't know. First the Tanzanite's here and now this. Tony, what's going on? Did you cut my feed? Are we showing color bars across the country? Do you have that power? Like, do you have that power? Can we do that? Can we just can we accidentally cut the feed? Like, would they do that if I think we'll put it this way. I think if we had the capability of going, oops, the show went off the air, I think that I would have caused that a lot of times over the last 9+ years. I think there would have been many times they would have essentially pulled the plug on me easily with these values. I mean, listen, it's like the tree in the forest. If nobody shops it, I guess I'm not in trouble. Or am I? $14.99, Tony, cue it up. Okay, no, that was annoying. I don't know why that sound, I'm sorry. Yeah, now everyone's tuned out. The few of you that were watching are now gone because they're like, as if my voice isn't bad enough to listen to for all these hours. $14.99, let's take a look at it, and then yellow diamond coming up. All right, so we got a yellow diamond pendant for our top of the hour. What is with this night tonight? Just all kinds of unusual, well, that's the thing. It's never the same shows twice. You can never know what you're going to expect or what you're going to see or what you're going to hear or what you're going to enjoy. So here's the thing. Do you know that I have a bag? Okay, you guys know I collect handbags, right? One of my favorite bags, and it's hard to choose because that would be like choosing children as your favorite, but one of my favorites is my Judith Lieber color bar bag. I have a bag that's crystals, Judith Lieber, and it's color bars. Yeah, I had to have that. I had to have it because, TV. So yes, go ahead. It's verifying? Which one? Oh, gotcha. All right, so emerald's here. So ladies and gentlemen, may I show you this? Only the brightest, most stunning, whoo-wee. That is what I've been telling you about, and I've been waiting for this moment. And I'm gonna need to, keep kind of hoisting it up there for you. Hey, welcome to the show. Fabulous and fun Friday night. Is there any other way to have fun on a Friday night than sitting here and watching us? TV on or TV off, whichever it is. I don't know. I mean, we had a TV off moment there for a minute. Color bars, welcome in. Welcome in. We'll see what happens. It's been 2 hours and 5 minutes. Who knows what's in store for the next 55 minutes we have together. I'm just glad you're here for it. My name is Lauren. This is our last few minutes of our Friday. Now, listen, you're not done with me. We get to spend time together tomorrow morning and Sunday morning as well until we're, done for the week. So we've got some big things happening. This weekend's going to be our unique and designer cross. I've got a new baguette cross. It's a style we've never had before. We're going to bring that out tomorrow. We've got hoops that are coming out. We have these really big individual diamonds. They're not expensive. Love that. So a lot of things to look forward to, not just in this next 55 minutes, but also this weekend, which remember daytime shows, 10 to 1 Pacific time, tomorrow and Sunday. Take a look at this, though. This is what I've been waiting to show you. The yellow diamond pendant is here. It is going to be 112. 9679. Oh, I don't know if I am ready for this moment, but I am ready to give away jewelry, and this is what's happening. Really look at this yellow. This is the best color. So I've brought you a number of yellow diamonds over the years. I've brought you a number of sizes, everything from 5-pointers to 10-pointers to accent stones to wonder rings to big stones to 4 carats. Do you know that we actually had 4 carats back in the day? I had one. I had a 4 carat, I had a 3 carat. I have had yellow diamonds. This one, I don't love the way it's sitting because it's going to be a little like that. So I just want you to see inside that stone for what it does. This is a color story. And remember what we talked about, really important. Really important colors, number 1. We're already in that elite, extra high level quality. Look at that. We're already into the 1 carat, but you've also got the color that is top, vivid yellow, locked in gold. It's got a full border. It's got a full basket. When I say basket, it's solid. All 4 sides of this square cushion cut, solid gold, even prongs. So it's like a dual setting. You've got the bezel, and you've got the prongs. It all works together, and it's a 1 carat stone. Now it says 1 CTT dub. It's actually just a 1 CT because that's not a lot of little stones making a carat. It's 1 big stone that is a carat, and that's incredible. But now we get to have a blast because all my yellow diamond lovers, whether you have the little ones, the big ones, the medium ones, or anything in between, here's the pendant that's going to go beautifully, classically, with everything that you have. Maybe you don't even have a yellow diamond yet. This could be your introduction into the yellow diamond world with this fantastic, let me just show you. I don't know how many yellow diamonds I have on set here. Not many. But let me just, for instance, show you what first comes to mind. I have a yellow diamond earring here, and it's got some white diamonds and pink diamonds, so ignore those. I just want you to look at the yellows here. Do you see the color difference here? These are great diamond earrings, but do you see the color difference between that yellow that's in the earring in the middle row versus the vivid nature of what I have in this big center stone? And those are all little itty bitty nice stones, but they're little babies compared to this one. So you're getting elite level quality, elite level color, and the size, and the gold mounting, and 1 carat, and so this is where I mentioned I talked to my favorite diamond wholesaler today because I wanted to get an up-to-date, because literally you have to check in by the day, because the same way the gold market is changing day by day, so are diamonds. And unfortunately, they're not going down, they're going up. So I know one day I literally have dreams about the gold market or the diamond market crashing. Just for the record, it's never happened. So yeah, and everyone's following the world economy knows that there's a big reason why everything is going up in the precious metal market and also the diamond world. So when you elite level go up to a big time yellow, that's important. Take a look at this. But also I want to remind you that the 1 carat white diamonds from my best wholesaler who gets me diamond deals all the time, a regular, easy to find 1 carat VS, because this is VS2, by the way, and I don't mean VS2 the number, but VS as well as TOO, like 2. I mean, this is a VS stone. And guess what? Like, it's a VS stone. I meant it's VS as well. Just like the white diamond comparison that I called my wholesale dealer and found out that a 1 carat today in a VS quality, in a square cushion, I even said, let's specify the cut. Let's get exactly apples to apples here, except white diamonds, because this diamond wholesaler doesn't do yellows. Not a one, doesn't have them. They're too scarce, they're too rare. You realize that. It's not easy to find a yellow. No matter the size, no matter the color. It's not easy to find natural yellow diamonds anywhere. You tend to have to go to, have you heard of that place called, what is it called, Cartier? Tiffany's, Van Cleef? They don't always even have them. Only certain stores will carry them in stock. Usually they have to be custom ordered. You have to go through a whole bunch of hoop jumping to even get, and I'm not talking about diamond hoops, I'm talking about credit checks, deposits, wire transfers from your bank, like all that kind of stuff to even get them to like put you on the list for one. Like, it's silly, but it's the reality. So why not sit at home, feet back, kick up, and just like, or let's do it back, sit back, feet up, kick back. Let's do that. And we'll just make sure it goes to your doorstep and you've got the great value and you didn't have to pay. Oh, by the way, the 1 carat VS white diamond price right now today as of wholesale in a cushion cut square is $8,300 for a white diamond. Now, needless to say, a yellow diamond is more rare. So if you're spending over $8,000 for a loose white diamond of this same size, what do you think the yellow's going to be? Double? Triple, quadruple, let's just say double and make it conservative and say 16 grand. I will have no luck whatsoever selling that for $16,000 because I've created a monster in the best way, and that means viewership of a TVON family that's ultra demanding in quality and value. And I say to that, hallelujah, because we got a yellow diamond deal, and thanks to our top of the hour, I'm gonna take what is $59.99 tonight. Here it is. The price, I know that's the price, that's the piece right there. That's the photograph. There it is, $59.99. That's not going to be $59.99. Here's what I'm going to do. It's a top of the hour. It's I say that in jest. I was questioning whether we had our broadcast feed. I say that in jest here, but still to that end, little light audience. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to auction it off, which is going to help you even more. It's going to save you even potentially. You do need to make the call. You need to dial that phone number. This could potentially save you thousands. You see my bag, that says $59.99. Here's what we're going to do instead. Because listen, we have normal yellow diamonds all the time. This is not a normal yellow diamond. This is that VS quality. It is also that ultra, ultra, ultra bright color. It's like, not neon like a highlighter, because neon implies there's a little green to it. No, we don't want that. We want bright sunshine yellow. Think the most vivid, bright petal of a sunflower. That rich, bright color. Think sunshine. That's what you want. That's what we have here. It's not 59. I'm going to help you out here. So top of the hour, you know I got full like free reign here to do whatever the heck I want. Let's make it happen. I'm putting it on the auction block. We haven't done one all night. I'm doing it now. We're going to make this a lot easier. Was price. Buy it now price. $59.99. Here's what I'll do instead. And I know there's a few of you that probably don't have a yellow diamond yet. Here's how you get started. For those that do have a yellow diamond, here's how you expand the collection. Add to it. Jason, you have somebody on the phone line, so they want it $59.99? Tell me no. Tell me no. Even if they do, lie to me, because I want to give you a better value. I will buy your love. I'm going to take this down in auction, not to $5,000, not to $4,000. Nothing's changed with the stone. There it is, sitting right there, looking fab. I do feel like I need to just, again, get a hold of it, because the truth is, that's the face of you. Look how much better it looks than our disco ball. I mean, right? Look at that. I mean, it's got the sparkle too. I was putting some Christmas decorations away today. They've been down, but I had to like put them back where they belong, which involved like, you know, a lot more effort than I wanted to do today, but I did. I have these mosaic mirrored Christmas trees. They're Christmas trees made up of teeny tiny mirrored mosaics, so little mirrors. And I dropped one. So I just thought of that disco ball, because they look like disco balls, but in Christmas tree shape, and I dropped one. And then I was doing cleanup, because there were millions of little tiny mirrors all over my floor. Anyway, but I liked the look. The point is, it was so sad, but it was so pretty, because my floor had never looked better. I was like, look at that. It looks like a disco ball all over my floor. So I got over it very quickly, because I was like, it's so pretty. And now I want diamond floors. But that's not new. So here's what I'm going to do instead of $4,000. Wouldn't that be cool? You know, I heard there's a nail polish. You know how I like nails, right? I'm into nails. There's a nail polish that's $250,000 a bottle. And you know why? Because it's black diamonds crushed inside of it. And I thought, first of all, black diamonds shouldn't be that expensive. So I think I might come out with a gemstone nail polish line. I think that's my calling in life now. And I'll make it less than $200,000. Because if someone's getting $250,000 for a bottle of nail lacquer, I'm in the wrong business. Here I am trying to sell a yellow diamond for $4,000. There's people buying nail lacquer for $250,000 because it's got crushed black diamonds. I can do that. So I think I may have found my new business. But anyway, we're not doing $4,000. We're not doing, what, do we have the open? We might. We're verifying. Let's go lower, because I want to get a lot of people in. Just know that that's not facing up directly to your eye level, but I do want to say this. We're going to make this better than $4,000, better than $35,000, better than $3,000. I want everybody in. We could get 500, 600 people. I don't know. Maybe that's too much to ask, but I think like this is the value where we need to get more than one caller in. This auction is where it's at. And you owe it to yourself to own, because remember how collectible these are. You wear it, you enjoy it every single day. Oh, I have to put it up against the neckline. I'll show you all that. I'm getting so caught up in the value story and the auction moment that I'm forgetting to do my job, which is show you the measurement and the neckline. We'll do all that. It's meant to be every day though. Please don't save this for a special occasion. As much as I love special occasions, I love dressing up, I love thinking about outfits and planning outfits and doing all that. This is the one you wear every day. I wear a yellow diamond every day in a cross. I got it from TVON. It was actually gifted to me. And it's a yellow diamond emerald cut cross. Some of you may remember it was from a lot of years ago. I wear that thing every single day. I wear yellow diamond. My choice in pendants, when I'm not a necklace wearer typically, but I wear my yellow diamond cross every single day. Again, I take off most of my jewelry here when I'm on the set with you guys because I want to show off our jewelry. But again, it's such a treat. I was just thinking about it this morning, what a treat it is to wear something as special as yellow diamonds every single day. So, and mine are smaller emerald cuts made up in a cross, but this is that same kind of look, but in one big, powerful stone. And it's elite level. I got a compliment today on it at the gym. I was at the gym because I wear it to the gym, and I wear it every other moment that I'm not here. And I just wear it on a nice long chain. I wear it on a 20-inch chain. I layer it sometimes, but I will tell you, somebody just complimented me today. And, oh my gosh, are those yellow diamonds? I mean, again, this is about as elite level as it gets, but you're getting one big center stone here, and take a look at this, and it's not going to be $3,000. Yes. Okay, thank you so much. We got some of the previous pieces from the evening going right now, so it turns out that's what people are on the phone lines for. Let's get you on the phone lines now for this one. It's not $3,000. It's not $2,500. I don't know. I got to show you. Hold on. We got to do the length and all that good stuff and the finishing. I showed you the side. Let's show you the back. Here's the overall look at it here. It would be, I would say, don't go diamonds by the yard here. I would say best for a pretty classic chain. And there it is on the, yep, half an inch there, top to bottom. We'll show it on the neckline. Come on in, 25 for this amazing quality. Okay, we're really, okay, look at this. I'm so totally enamored with this yellow diamond. This is where I so wish that I had like somebody that was on my staff or on my payroll who could just sit here and watch TVON and bid for me. Because I wish I could buy jewelry at this price. I really do. I wish I could make jewelry at this price. I wish I could buy jewelry at this price. What I do in these auctions, amazing. And it's a $10 increment, by the way, and we don't have $2,500 yet. Let me do this. Let's go back up close, take another look at it this way, and let's find a home for the yellow diamond best of the best. I was going to say du jour, but it's not the typical yellow diamond that we have daily. This is a better color, a better brilliance. It's a brilliant cut, cushion cut square. It's not 25. What about 24? What about 23? What about 22? You can tell I really want a lot of bidders in. And we don't have any yet, but I want a lot of bidders in because this is when you have to put everything you know about jewelry aside and forget about it, because otherwise you're going to say to me, that's too good to be true. There's no way she's selling a 1 carat natural yellow for a $2,200 price. Actually, I'm going lower. We're not doing 22 or 21. I'm going to make this ultimate sacrifice in this auction, $2,000 to start. And we need bidders, a bunch. Because it's, well, can I change the increment? Is it too late? Can I make it $500 increments? How about 100? Okay, we'll leave it at 10. We'll leave it at 10. You can never do that. You can't bring the price up. You can't do that. I've learned that about TV. You can't do that. So we don't have an open yet, and we're going to give it 60 seconds to get this started. Wait a minute. Oh, boy. Well, I have not done my job to educate y'all tonight. That's for sure. So 1 carat yellow, 1 carat white diamond in a quality, and again, not everyone's privy to get wholesale deals on diamonds. I am. I'm a reseller. I'm a business owner. I'm a corporation in the world of jewelry. And I got to tell you, again, as of today, we're talking this afternoon, couldn't get more up to date. You're spending over $8,000 for a 1 carat diamond. And it's a white diamond. It's a natural diamond, but it's a white diamond. And there is no comparison between a white diamond and a yellow diamond when it comes to cost. Money, moolah. It takes more of that money to get your yellow. That's just the way it goes, okay? So I wish they were more prevalent across the world. I wish we still had the Argyle mine open and operating. I wish we could still bring out yellow diamonds of great quality that aren't faux, that aren't man-made, that aren't lab-grown, that have no value. But this is, again, where we're bringing you natural, best of the best, quality's off the charts. There it is, 2,000. Do we have the open? We got it. One bidder. Who is it? Yeah, well, it's not labeled as such, but I mean, what do her eyes think? Because I know what my eyes see. And I showed you even Heidi, I don't know, did she see me, Joanne, did she see me put up the yellow diamond earring that I have? She did see it? Because this is our normal yellow diamond color. And I know this is an earring, and I know it's not the same thing, and I get that, but look at the yellow diamonds there. And those, look, if you didn't see that and you went, oh my gosh, those are some really bright, stunning yellow diamonds. If that's all you were looking at. Heidi, certainly it's not labeled as such, and that's probably a good thing because if it was labeled as vivid, what would I have to get? More than $59.99. So I know you're going, what happened? There's an earring. I'm showing you again, look at the comparison. There is no comparison. That is a whole different color you're getting there. Okay, so we've got $2,000. We have one. I don't know what it is about these auctions. Every single one I do now is one and done. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't even understand it. And I know it's a $10 increment. I toyed with the idea of upping that increment a little bit. And no, that's not going to be successful. So here's our last call. Heidi's in the lead, correct? Okay, so Heidi's in the lead on this one. She's at $2,000. We have one bidder. Now, there's more than enough time here with that 2 minute about to get rolling, more than enough time for you to dial in. I hope you will, because if not, if you're not in before the 2-minute clock ends at 0, you are not eligible to bid. That's how we have to even the playing field across the country and beyond. Because we are a nationwide show. We have people watching on satellite, cable, computers, phones, TVs, whatever, 2 cans and a string, I don't know. Everyone watches in different ways. And so therefore there's different amounts of delay to your broadcast, because I don't know, and some days it's different. Some days satellite is faster than the internet. Some days, I don't know. I do this with my mom all the time. We're always watching sports together. She lives in a different state. I live in California, she lives in Nevada. So we'll be watching sports, and it happened last night. I spoiled, you know how people talk about spoilers? I ruined her hockey game because I was at home watching the overtime, and for some reason my satellite was faster than her cable. Or maybe it was because, I don't know why it was. I don't know, but I told her that her team won about 35 seconds before they won. So she's reading my text and missing the goal. But anyway, I digress. So point is, we give it 2 minutes to make it an even playing field, or ice rink, or arena, or court, or stadium, or diamond, or whatever, right? I'm just using all my sports references. Sorry, I love sports. Here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to give it last call. We're going to give it 2 minutes, and then we're out of here. $2,000 is all we have. One bidder only on a 1-carat yellow diamond. And let's give it, Tony, 2 minutes. You got it. Thank you so much. All right, so last chance, last call on that. Speaking of, I should check on my basketball team and see how they're doing. Now, remember, this weekend we're here in the mornings. There will be no overlap or interference tomorrow between our show and NFL playoffs, okay? Keep that in mind, okay? You can watch my whole show, and you will still have plenty of time between to get your lunch ready, or your snacks ready, or your buffalo wings, or your ranch dressing mixed, or your cocktails shaken, or whatever. You're going to have plenty of time. You can watch our whole show. We'll pregame, and then we've got, NFL playoffs, okay, after the show is over. So great news. That's tomorrow. Right now, I got a bigger problem. I'm losing the game here. I'm losing money, therefore I'm losing the game. My other team is as well, but that's a different story. What's new? Here's what we're going to do. We've got a final call. Anybody on this one? We're about little more than halfway through the clock now. Want to remind you how this stone faces up. And it's, oh, by the way, it's ready. I mean, you know this. It's ready to go. Not that that's surprising, but it's ready to go. It's ready to ship out. Ready to go. Boom. Now, Monday's a holiday. So normally I would say on a Friday, it'll ship Monday. Monday is a federal holiday. So it'll ship out Tuesday, but it will ship out Tuesday. And that means you'll probably have it by next Thursday. So still, even with the big holiday weekend, less than a week, you should have this at your door, on your neckline, wearing it, enjoying it, loving it. Do we have anybody else on this one? I'm looking for 2010 or more. Maybe 2100, who knows? Maybe 2050, who knows? Who knows? Anybody else? Whoa, what's going on? No, where are my bidders? Where are my callers, my yellow diamond lovers, my collectors? Where are my operators? Tony, what you doing? You busy back there? You want to go answer calls? I see somebody on hold. Somebody's on hold. They're trying to get through. I can't say sold now. We have someone who was in before the clock, and they're stuck in hold. What a piece. What's going on? This is a 1-carat yellow diamond. It's all natural. You got to remember who you're watching here. Because I know it's confused. You know how many times people call up and go, I'll take that lab grown? Because everyone's selling lab grown. We're not. And I don't know where else you're going to find. You got to look for this. You see this right here? You see that logo? That little colorful little V that looks like a T, it looks like a V, the T to the V to the O to the N. You see all that? TVON. If you're watching anything but that, you're probably shopping for lab grown. Again, there's a lot of that out there. And the irony of this situation is, lab growns would be more. And yes, there are colored lab growns. There are yellow diamonds that are lab grown. And they're more money than my natural. The only reason lab growns should exist is to be cheaper in price. And usually they are, but just we're the exception. Do you have a question? Do we have 2010 or 21? Please, I'm begging. I'm begging. You know, TLC said they ain't too proud to beg. I ain't either. Ain't too proud to beg. I'm begging. Mercy bids. What should we do next? We have 30 minutes left in Friday. I have yellow diamond drop earrings, but I think given the way this yellow diamond pendant has shaken out, I don't know if that's going to be wise. We even have a yellow diamond band. I'm going to switch gears. Do we have this one gone? 2010, 21, whatever. You got it? I'm going to show you yellow diamonds and Alexandrites in new earrings. So we're going to show you something new. Congratulations. This is sold. What the heck just happened? Did we all see that? I mean, what on earth just happened? All right, congratulations. Let me show you now. I'm bringing out even more yellow diamonds. This time, though, they're paired up with Alexandrite. There's yellow, there's white diamonds. Look at that. Okay, now we need to zoom back a bit because we got some very big earrings here that you can wear multiple ways, meaning you can wear them square, at an angle, however you like. 112-0070. Look at that. Blue greens, purple reds. Yes, 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 yes. 46 points of Alexandrite rounds. It was, do you remember the ring last night? Last night I had a 3-stone ring anchored by a one individual round Alexandrite in the middle. So pretty. It was gone in a hurry. And now we're bringing you essentially the matched pair of rounds. 23 points each. Okay, what do we have here? 24 points in the yellow. 55 points in the white diamonds. And oh, so good. It's so good. So it's new right now. Total diamond weight, that would tell me we're actually getting you 79 points in diamonds all together. But we do have to separate those because you know we want to break it down. Yellow and white diamonds have different values. I hope that last pendant taught us that, even though we saw that go backwards because, you know, $8,300 for a white diamond and I guess around $2,000 here for a yellow. So we work on a little different standard than everybody else. And that's why you're here, because that's where you're going to save a bunch. But here's our earring. I'll try them on for you as well. They are as is in two-tone gold, which is a little more obviously complex to do, but we're proud to do it because it's really what the diamonds deserve. They've earned that right to be in the gold color that matches them so well. And then we've got, of course, the size reference here. Man, this is just rare. I mean, where do you see Alexandrite earrings? It's a stud, but I like to call it more of a button style because it is a little larger than, like a stud implies one stone by itself, nothing more. This is that one stone centered up, but then that double halo around it, that's where you get a little more height to it. It's going to be just at a ½ inch if you wear them that way. If you choose to wear them squared off, you can do that too. So it's either way. I kind of love them this way because it gives you just a little more length overall and a little more width overall, and it is a centered post and butterfly backing. So everything will be in the background in the white gold. That includes your post and your backing will be in the white gold just as a point of reference there. Here's what, speaking of reference point, here is how they look on the ear. So you can see that as well and get a little idea of how beautiful they are when they're on. Not just looking pretty on a wheel, but even prettier. And then of course that dazzling round. So you get the blues and greens to start. And then of course, if I were in UV light right now or incandescent light, you would see that stone go all purple red. So it's a fascinating, phenomenal stone. We'll go back up close and take another look at them and get you a big value and listed to go out brand new right now. You've never seen these before. And 112, I guess. I just looked down and it's 112 actually, 112-0070. So is that another typo, guys? Because that happened last night. Should it be 113? Oh, it is. Okay, so Tony's got it right. The bag got it wrong. All right, so good. Alrighty, so you guys aren't used to it either. I know, I'm not used to the 113s yet either. I don't think anyone is. We've been in 112s for like 5 years, so it's tough to get used to the 113 thing, but here we are. And we'll make this really easy. You know what? They're supposed to be $59.99. Tell you what, we're going to make this really affordable. And if we're going to sell out yellow diamonds for cheap, I see yellow diamonds here, but they're also with the very important Alexandrites and white diamonds, and I'm still going to make them cheap. When matching Alexandrites is one of the more complex things you could ever do in jewelry. I mean, it really is. It's very challenging because you're not just, you know, with a lot of stones, you just match the size, the shape, and the color. You're matching color change here as well. So it's a little more complex than just saying, here's two stones, they're the same, they're rounds, they're the same size. You have to go with color change as well. So it means they have to not only be looked at here in one light, but you have to evaluate them under, because we have this great UV light box in the back that what it allows us to do is it encompasses nothing but UV light. So you can see the color change. And so you can verify they go completely red. That's how we verify they're 100% color change. But then also you see that the matching is the same when they change color as well. So that's solidified and verified for you. And it's going to be better than even 59. We've got our last 25 minutes here. We are ready to rock and roll. We are really, really ready here. So end of Friday is upon us. You let us know what you're thinking about here. Let me know what you want to see or see again. Because, oh, by the way, there was an Alexandrite men's ring here. We're going to show that again. Got to show that again. A men's Alexandrite. We got to show it again. But these will not be even, I'm thinking $3,000 going to do it. $29.99 perhaps. Let's go even lower than that. Better than 29. Better than 19. Okay, now it's a green light go. You know how green light go, red light stop? I'm using the red, and the yellows are in there too. Yeah, yellow means speed up. What we're doing here is a red light, green light, because actually it is green to red and red to green. That's the color change you get. That's the beauty of Alexandrites. It is. It's green to red and red to green. So you've got a chance here to pick them up better than, let me give you the green light, speed right on through and get on the phone lines fast because one pair. Let's make them better than 19, better than $18.99, better than $18.88. To match up Alexandrites is a rarity on its own. Yes? Oh, that's such a beauty. Do you need to see it again? I know it was hours ago. Do you need, okay. Purple sapphire marquise cut from earlier gone. That was that highway bridge, which I loved. Or bridge in the highway, whichever way. But here's what we're gonna do on this pair of earrings. Not even $18.88. Wow. We're talking serious value here. Let's make it only $1,700. Now, you know what? Not even $17.99. We'll go triple sevens, make it $1,777. And that will get you the Alexandrite Deluxe earrings that you see there. And don't forget, we still have, oh, I had to show you the Sorari piece. I got another one. Last night we had a sellout early on of a really affordable band ring, and the designer got us one more today. So I want to show you that real quick. We'll get that out the door really fast here. We've got about 24 minutes remaining in the show, at least tonight. Don't forget, we're back right here in the morning. 14 hours from now, we'll be back. We got more. We've got that new cross, all baguettes in the cross diamond pendant that we're going to show you in the morning, among many, many other gorgeous ideas. So that's just a little bit, just a little something that I wanted to let you know about that is coming up tomorrow. Also, still have this crystal opals we were showcasing as part of a wheel. Earlier tonight, we had a big crystal opal blowout wheel for you. Have the big sapphire and diamond bangle. The Sorari hoops are here. I got to recap the Tourmaline. The Tourmaline and the yellow diamond and the men's Alexandrite. We're going to do some recaps coming up here as well for the end of the show. But I also have that one Sorari ring. So this was a piece that sold very quickly last night at the beginning of the show. So I know how many of you missed it. 113-0014 Alexandrite earrings. They are here for the time being. This band. So I've got another here for you. This was actually delivered this afternoon by the representatives because they heard you needed it, and very excited we have one more. I wanted 50 more, but hey, I'll be happy to get one more. So here's 113-0014 from, yeah, it may look familiar. It's the same style as last night, but it's sold. So now we got the other one here. It's our 91 pointer here in total weight diamonds. You've got the all bigger diamonds here, mix and match of fancy colors, and it goes everything from purples to yellows to greens to blue greens to bright yellows to champagnes. There's another purple. There's a blue green. Do you see this stack right here? That's one of the rarest couplings you're going to see there. It's a purple and a blue green. And then they just keep on going. Side to side across the top of your band in the solid yellow gold. And that is one only. Again, it's a new arrival. It's a ring you saw yesterday. We got another one from the designer today. This is going to be $888 for the band ring. Amazing. $888. Now, we have 22 minutes left in our Friday. We've got some recaps scheduled here. Unless there's anything you want to say, wait, before you recap, let me see a few other pieces, or let me see something from the vault. Happy to do that for you. Just holler at me, okay? If we can show you anything else from the show, we'd love to do that. Also want to recap our opal that started the show. We had an incredible black. So we've had the, because we had a black opal and crystal opals and fire opal. We've had the whole gamut of opals today. Isn't that great? We've done it all. But I do need to show you the black opal. The black opal is going to come back out. And then we've got also, okay, let me try on the band because this one's still here, which is shocking. Most affordable Sorari piece we've ever had. It goes side to side on the diamonds. Take a look at that. Wow. Okay, so this is needing to go because I made it quick because there were a lot of you that missed out on it last night. So here it is again, back, and it's $888 only. Do you see how they go one side to the other? I mean, you would think, if you didn't know any better, you'd think it's an eternity band, just the way you're seeing it here and the way the diamonds are going one side to the other. It's $888 first caller, that's it. So we've got 20 minutes left to go. What can we show you before we are done for the evening? That is important. We've got more shopping tomorrow morning, more shopping Sunday morning, and you know the weekends are do not miss. We all know that. So, oh, also a purple Paraiba in a big size in a great bridge. That's also here. So lots and lots and lots to get to, but again, got some recaps here that we need to touch on before we run out of time. So that's $888. Also, here's that Lightning Ridge black opal that we started the show with. I don't know how, I don't know why, but hey, it was early. It is a 132 natural through and through. There it is, blues and greens. That is 0086 is the number on that one. It was new here tonight about 2 hours and 40 minutes ago. So just giving you another little look at it in case you missed it. And it's 21 points in diamonds, 6 stones there only. So they're all bigger stones individually. And it's in the white, yellow, or is that true, Andy? Are we, I don't think we're changing that. Are we changing that? Because I did want to double check. I don't think we can we? We can? Okay, good. All right, because, yeah, it didn't look like one we can change, but I'll change it for you. Yes, so we're good with white, yellow, rose. And I'm going to make sure this one goes right now, $9.99. That's it. $9.99 last call on the opal. So we've got the diamond Sorari piece for $888. We've got the opal and diamond ring here in 14 karat gold for $9.99. We also have a Congolese pear-shaped tourmaline that's almost 14 carats that I got to show you. And we'll show that again. And then we also have the men's Alexandrite. I'm still amazed at that men's Alexandrite price tag. So we'll get that at home. And then we have our 3 karat 16 yellow diamond wide band ring. Those are all just some of the pieces we're going to recap here. And then I did want to let you know we have a big purple Paraiba I'm going to show you in a cushion cut and a bridge. Wait till you see the price on that, a blowout price, no less. So we'll bring that out. But here's the men's Alexandrite. So this would be the, obviously the equivalent to what we had in the earrings, but in a bigger 1 carat plus size in the oval. That's going to be 1130096. And here's a great way to go. And again, call us on the opal, call us on the Sorari band, under 1,000 there on those last two. And then here we go with the 102 Alexandrite with 29 points in diamonds, solid finishing on the inside. And another one, you get to go ahead and change the gold color. And here's the way it's finished all the way through the inside for you. And then you've got that incredible stone with the blue greens that will go to reds as well. Brazilian material, Corrego de Fogo, that means the stream of fire. That's actually, that's a Portuguese term, and it's actually the name of the mine because in Brazil, a lot of misconceptions are they speak Spanish. No, they speak Portuguese in Brazil. And so this is why it's so funny because I work with so many Brazilians. Obviously, the gem business is heavily rooted in Brazil. A lot of great gems come from that very large nation, and yet it's rich and abundant with incredible minerals. So it produces a lot of different types of gems, including some of the most famous in the world, like the original source of Paraiba and Oro Preto Imperials, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The list goes on and on. Lots of quartz stones, all kinds of gems, right? But the interesting thing is I'm not able to ever really communicate with them because I studied Spanish and speak Spanish, and they speak Portuguese. And even though they are similar, they are not the same. So Corrego de Fogo, that is the only real Portuguese term I know because it translates to stream of fire. So that's the name of the mine there. And we're going to do that one for, well, it was $69.99, better price right now. It's only $3,299 for a major gents ring, but it's also, it's the major stone that's in the middle. That's really the headline here, is that you're getting an over 1 carat Alexandrite, which is really tough to do. It is. It's just one of those real rare stones that I was talking about durability, because we think rarity and we sometimes think softer stones. This is a rarity that's also got durability. So you feel free to wear your Alexandrites. Now, I wouldn't mention this on the earrings because they're pretty much, they're okay. Unless you're in the ring and boxing in a match, going 10 rounds. Fine. The earrings are the earrings you never need to worry about. But with a ring, especially a gent's ring, gentlemen have told me through the years they're rougher on their jewelry than maybe ladies are. They might just be, more again, whatever it is, whether they're just not as careful. Some of the men I know are just not quite as careful with things as women are, right? They're like, bulls in china shops, just really again. This is something you take into consideration. You want a really nice, durable stone, and that is. So that's going to be $32.99. We're going to show you the Tourmaline recap, and then we're going to get into that copper bearing. The copper bearing, actually, I should show you now, just because we haven't seen it yet, and there's a lot of you mulling over the 1375 Tourmaline already. Let me show you this purple. The purple is everything and more, and it's really got the searing ultra neon color. 1128.568 is your number here, and it's in a bridge, and it's a really big size. It's almost 3 carats in your copper bearing tourmaline, and it's got a carat of 6 in diamonds too. So here we are at the end of the show. We've got about 15 minutes. Again, last minute requests, anything you want to see. If you're mulling something over, make sure that you tell me about that so we can show you again what we need to share. So that makes the decision easier. If you're just not sure, or you're doing the fence sitting, come on in and tell me what you'd like to see again, and we'll make it easy. But this is the 287 with the 106. Let me try it on. It's our one and only cushion cut square. That is a wasteful cut, which is why you don't really see big copper bearings cut like this, because you never want to waste a single centimeter or millimeter of this material. It's just that rare. So as we take a look at it on, I'm going to try it on the pinky here because it's a little smaller size right now, but look at that beautiful, lively, bright neon. In darkness, look at that. I just shadow. So watch, I'm going to shadow the light here with my hand, and that stone just gets even more vivid, little more poppin', little more neon, all that extra wow factor we love. It's our 287. I'm blowing it out. We've got one. Look at how clean that is. Remarkable to see that clarity. We've touched on this many, many a times, but as they get bigger sizes and as they have that copper and manganese element, you don't expect to see clarity like that. This is delivering, and it's our blowout price. The $99.99 purple Paraiba, much, much less right now than even, okay, this is not even $5,000 or $4,000. It's not $39.99, and this is one of the big ones because usually I'm in the 1 carat range and we get very excited about 1 carats, very excited about carat and a halves. This is so much larger than that, yet the price tag right where it needs to be to blow it out tonight. It's not $39. It's not even $3,500. We're going to blow it out for $34.99. First caller. That is your purple Paraiba ticket. It's the big one. It's clean. It's a fancier cut. It's got over a carat and diamonds set in a lot of gold. If you like a lot of gold, you're going to love a bridge. And really, bridge mountings are going to be just about obsolete from our collection going forward because they just cost so much to make now. They do. There's just too much gold involved. You can't, we made these bridge, so the bridge mounting first debuted back in, I think it was 2018, 2019, right in that range. So we're talking 7 years ago. Gold was significantly less back then. So you could make these over-the-top, heavy mountings, these really lavish, heavy gold foundations. You can't do that anymore. Not without driving the price up to $50,000, which I'm really reluctant to do for obvious reason. So take a look at this. It's $34.99. Jason, how can we help you? Love to. The fire opal ring. They want to see it. You got it. We flashed it earlier. Who's that? Who? Terry? Carrie or Mary? Terry. All right, Terry, you got it. We got a fire opal coming up, and that's going to be on the way. We did flash a new fire opal. Remember there was a necklace with the emerald cut east-west set? Here's the ring that, Terry, isn't that pretty? It is such a bold, bold stone here. It's 1130036. It's going to be our 389. It does look double that, so it's going to look like an 8 carat if it were any other stone. It has 63 points, both baguettes, tapered, and round brilliance running around it. So it's a classic halo, but done in an upgraded way. So it's our 189, or 389 rather, and then you've got the, I think it's 65 points in diamonds. It is 63 points in diamonds. All right, I was close, but I went over. So so 63, right? You always have to be close without going over in game show terms. I've never been on a game show. My mom did game show pilots when she first moved to Los Angeles. She was working as a teacher, and then she worked a little bit for the airlines, and then she did some game show pilots. And so, yeah, never Price is Right, because that's the one where you can't go over, right? But she did a couple of those. Matter of fact, one time a customer just messaged me, and she'd heard me say that on the air, and she said, "I'm sure I saw your mom." On a game show, I was watching reruns from the 70s, and I saw your mom. And I'm going, and why would you think that? And she sent me a photograph. She sent me a photograph of this really, really unattractive brunette lady. And I'm like, what? It was just weird. It was memorable. It was one of those moments like, okay, I don't know why she thought it was I don't know. She saw a resemblance. I don't know. She was convinced. She was like, it's your mom. And I'm like, nope, not close. My mom's a really, really, really pretty blonde. Except now she's red. She's gone red. She's been red for years now. She's a redhead now. But anyway, like a fire opal. Red like a fire opal. So here we go, $389.63. We have one only. So I know we got a couple people talking about it already. It's brand new right now. Tapered baguettes on the side, rounds the rest of the way. Let's do this. $79.99. No, can't do that. I know our big fire opals go for kind of big money sometimes, and I want to make one affordable because it's new, and why not? And do you see how it's like shimmering with color? Not quite like a moonstone does, but as it moves, suddenly it's like, wait, there's red, and then there's orange, and then there's yellow. And then there's yellow, and there's red, and there's orange again, and then there's orange, and then there's red, and it's all these beautiful fiery colors. I mean, it's aptly named. You got to say that. You got to give it to it. It's a fire opal. It definitely makes sense. I'll blow it out, skip it, 79, 69, 59. We're at the end of the show. We got 10 minutes to go. Friday night and a couple pieces left. Yes. I think it's gone, but I'll flash it. Maybe it's the caller that got it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I was wrong on that one last night. Yeah, I was told it was sold, and then it wasn't sold. We'll show it again. But here's what we're going to do. 5,000, no. 4,000, no. Even 3,000 or $29.99 will not be. Let's make it even better, and we're going to blow it out. Not even 29. Let's make it $26.99. I'll save you $300. We'll take 10% off just for the heck of it. I'm going to use a 10% off deal when there is no 10% off. I'm just going to do it right now. $26.99. Done deal. Here's a quick look. I think it's gone, but again, I'm just going to show it. This is, you never know why people ask to see things again. This is the 5 carat 25 we had earlier. It's the round Tanzanite. It's in the carat 14 signature type style, finished on the inside. And that is something, I know it was the weirdest story. It happened last night. We brought it out by request. We thought it was sold. It wasn't. Bottom line is I brought it out again, and it's $32.99. So that was the 525 from earlier. It's 8649. Still have the fire opal here for $26.99. Jason's verifying on the fire opal. I think we've got the big Tanzanite here with the 525 size. Was that Terry back on the line? Oh, someone else? And what do we need to do? Anything else, guys, request-wise? We have 9 minutes left to go. So there's the Tanzanite. I got to try it on real quick in case they want to see it on the hand, and we'll bring that fire opal back front and center. But there's that Tanzanite yet again, 5 1/4 carat, spectacular round. And that is, you'll have to check and see if that's available again. I was told last night it was sold, and then it wasn't, so that's why it's here tonight. But anyway, $32.99. Let's move on. I've got the fire opal coming back in for a look right there, $26.99. And then we are going to recap that $13.75 Tourmaline. It's that bright neon apple green. Don't forget about the Alexandrite men's ring also hanging out here. And we had the sorority hoops. So I have 2 sorority pieces that have stuck around today. Are we done with the sorority? Because I don't think we have any more coming in. So that might be good. If we're all done with them, good. Because we have the hoops and the ring. They're both here tonight. Still available. We had inside out 5/8 of an inch hoops, double rows, and then we had the ring for $888. They're still here. And then we also had that sapphire bangle. Please don't forget about this bangle. This bangle is still, I know it's not a couple of dollars, but it's really, really, it's a couple of dollars compared to where it should be, because when you look at how that's been discounted, this bangle is here for $39.99. So that's the 505 in sapphires that go from yellows to goldens to pods to blues to different colors of blue to pinks, different ranges, and then there, same thing on the other side. Diamonds at 3 rows, outside edges, and then the middle. And that's all beautiful diamond cut rounds, pave. That bangle's only $39.99, and it's in solid white gold. We're down to 8 minutes in the show. We see you in the morning, 14 hours from now. We'll be back with an incredible lineup for your Saturday. And again, you can join us for the show. We can shop, 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 and then you'll have time to watch playoffs too, okay? Because I know there's a lot of us that like to watch that this time of year, right? Getting down to it. So here we are. And then let's take a look at this tourmaline. Still just, again, I ended up doing the calculation on this one. It came down to about $200 a carat for a stunning Congolese bright neon lime green tourmaline. And that's a new register over there. How nice. We have some new registers with us tonight. Wonderful, wonderful to have you with us, and always great to start your collection with anything here at TVON. But if you can get diamonds or Tanzanite or tourmalines, wow. Always where people tend to start here. We're going to talk about the 1375 in the yellow gold. It's got the simple, elegant diamonds on the sides here. And it also happens to be one of those markdowns that you just wouldn't even expect, even here, even with us. Even with all these big time values we have. We've got the 31 points in diamonds. It's in the yellow gold. It stays in the yellow gold, but we'll size it for you. That sapphire and diamond bangle, $39.99 still here. We'll recap the big yellow diamond wider band ring that we had earlier as well. We're going to share that with you. Don't forget about the purple Paraiba, that nearly 3 carat purple Paraiba. And here's what we'll do on the green, the Congolese, the ultimate, super clean. That's the thing. Green, tourmaline, and it's clean. What do we need? We need a really special price tag. And I got that for you earlier. We're making that $2,999 only. $29.99. It comes down to about $200 a carat if we're giving you the free gold and the free diamonds, which I am. And so that's a really unbelievable value when it comes to really rare tourmalines. And you know, there's 1 carat Paraibas that go for more than that. As a matter of fact, about 4 times that price. If you wanted a one, and the Congolese haven't been tested for copper, and every time I look at this, I go, well, that's got to be copper, because the neons of it come through so strongly that you kind of figure it's got to have that copper element. I don't say that because, again, it's not been actually verified for the what exactly the chemical makeup internally of the stone is, because it's such a new find. There aren't that many of them yet around. But we're just always proud to be first to bring you stones like this and really want to bring you the latest and the greatest, especially when Mother Nature comes up with something fresh and new. We want to bring that to you first. Now, also, there's this very large yellow diamond, wider band style. This one is so good. So, so, so good. Look at the big yellow diamonds, how bright they all are. And it's all in yellow gold. A reminder, this is that upgrade of 18 karat gold as well. It's 112-9863. And so thrilled to have had you with us tonight. Keep calling. We got about 5 minutes to go now. 5 minutes. Anything else we can help you with? Anything else we can bring out one more time to make the decision easier? Gotta let me know now. How can we help you pick up those pieces? I know, we're always trying to pick up the pieces, aren't we? But you know what I mean. Pick up the pieces of what you need tonight before they're gone. Because we do stay here for a couple minutes, and a lot of pieces go after the show ends when we're off the air. The phone lines stay open. This is our 294 in yellows, 22 points in the white diamonds. Solid 18 karat and finished on the inside, as you well see right there. So it's a really dynamic, gorgeous ring, is it not? The way it's comfortable, even though it's wide. You know I've been loving this on the index finger. You can wear it anywhere you want, outside pinky and thumb. I think it's too big for those fingers, but I think here, index, middle, ring, amazing. Don't you think? 316 overall in your diamond weight. And it's only one. And it was $49.99. But now it's $44.99 for all the individual larger yellows that you get side to side. Love the way it's set up a little bit off the hand, so there's a lot of light getting to those diamonds every which direction. That is such a cool ring. And again, if you are choosing to wear it on the index finger, you don't need to take off your other jewelry. You don't need to choose favorites. You can just add. Just add. We live in kind of a style moment where adding jewelry is really the right look. Adding more, not replacing pieces, not taking away the sentimental pieces, or moving one to the back of the safe and never wearing it again. It just is, wear more of your jewelry, and that really is what's so on trend. Wear more of what you love at the same time, and suddenly, yep, we're stacking down the finger, we're stacking across the hand. We're doing all of that together, and $44.99 will get you a spectacular. I mean, I do want to just remind you, if that was just all 18 karat gold, what would that cost you? You know that. If that was just nothing but 18 karat gold with that width The fact you've covered it in yellow diamonds for the most part, and the vast majority are that nearly 3 carats of yellow diamonds, that is really, really important. And obviously an upgrade. And we have 2.5 minutes left of the show. Don't forget, we see you back in 14 hours. It starts at 10 a.m. Our next show is 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And of course, we take you through 3 hours. Take you on a tour and a journey of 3 hours of amazing luxury jewelry at incredible, nobody else has it values. It's true. So we'll embark on that journey tomorrow morning. Also Sunday, same time. Saturdays and Sundays are both 10 to 1 Pacific. That's noon to 3 Central. And that's, of course, 1 to 4 Eastern Time. So keep that in mind. And if you want that Paraiba, or rather the Tourmaline, or the purple Paraiba, or if you'd like to get that sapphire bangle or our big designer yellow diamond piece here, you may. Those are a few of what are remaining. The men's Alexandrite is also, I believe that is still here. And then again, we're going to have a white diamond baguette cross for you tomorrow. We will, among many, many other brand new debuts and all exciting designs. So get ready. And Joanne, who's your new caller that you had? I just want to welcome them. Crystal? Crystal in Colorado. That's a nice ring to it. Hi, Crystal in Colorado. Was she shopping? Yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much. Hey, Crystal in Colorado. Welcome to our show. Glad to have you as a part of the TVON family. Yes, Andy. Really? Terry got the fire opal. Thank you so much, Terry. I'm so glad. Thank you for the call and reminding me to put it up, number one. And thank you for shopping the fire opal tonight. Thank you, Terry. You'll love it. And we've got our last minute now of airtime. What would you like from the show? Time to make those decisions. Time to let us know what you'd like here, and we'll help you out. And thanks again for being with us and watching shopping tonight. We'll be back in the morning, at least morning out here, afternoon, 14 hours from now. No matter what, no matter where, no matter what time of day it's going to be tomorrow for you, it's 14 hours from now. So I will see you then with bells on. We'll have an incredible big Saturday showcase, as we like to do. And I do hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday. And again, if you have any questions or want to pick something up from tonight's show, just jot down that phone number. Start dialing now. We've got 30 seconds left on the air. We'll be here for a couple minutes on the phone lines. After we do go off the air, we can continue to help you pick up those items and reserve them and then get them ready to ship right out to you. So thanks again so much for being with us tonight. I'm Lauren Blair, and I just can't wait to see you in the morning. We have quite a weekend ahead. It's not just the cross. We have a lot of cool things coming up in diamonds this weekend, so you know our diamond deals are second to none. So I can't wait to show them to you. We'll start that off in 14 hours from now. Thank you again. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night. And again, I will see you right back here in the morning. Good night.